Lone Syndicate said, "What's up, Grin?"
What's good, Lone? Ooh, we're gonna be playing some Withering Waves to start off, and then probably gonna have a hangout stream, baby. That's our plan, buddy. Oh, pal. I am back-ish, more or less. I feel like my voice is finally good.
Raid Nade said, "Hi there, Grin, my friend."
What's good, Raid? What do you call it? Yes, I feel like my voice is finally somewhat back. I feel like we've been shafting Withering Waves despite there being a big update, so I wanted to do a stream where we kind of did some of Zani's quest, because I felt like we were kind of like just doing bits, and I by the time like I did Oblivion, it's such a weird fucking different vibe that I'm like, eh. So yeah, that's why we're doing this. A little bit of this today, even though it says Oblivion. My bad. Actually, I probably should change. I probably should change the Twitch at least to be like, hey, we're in the Withering Waves tab, just to not be a goof.
Lone Syndicate said, "Then the title of the stream is a lie, lol."
It is. It 100% is. But honestly, like, it's for the one guy that comes in who's like, what? What is this? I'm like, you're just leave. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, it's Woo, right? W-U. Yeah, it is. Yes. I'll just say stuff. Although I did tell you, I think I told you, oh no, I didn't tell you guys this yesterday. No, yeah, so this is just a complete blind side. Well, is what it is. Unlucky, sad, all that, my bad. But hey, if there was ever a week that I could be like, I'm sick and senile, it's this week for sure. And yes, today is our hangout slash ZZZ's first, and then we'll do a hangout later. But ladies and gentlemen, how was your day? I want to ask how was your week, but we basically spent the whole week together. But to tell you the truth, gang, it was a fever dream. It was like for me, it was like a haze. Yeah, I know it was sorry, I should have mentioned that yesterday, by the way. It was kind of an abrupt end to the yesterday's stream, because we're making good headway. Man, with being like a little under the weather, it's hard to describe, but my brain feels so like numb, or like very, maybe kind of like dumb a little bit. It's just like very, you guys ever had like heat stroke? And it just kind of makes everything thought-wise just really hard. You kind of feel like sloshed a little bit.
Bolty said, "Ju.
What's good, Bolty? Bolty, did you get, what's her name? The lady, the all of her, or nah?"
Gnawing Fetus said, "Grin, when you get back in Oblivion, do the Azura quest. One of the enemies in the cave that it sends you to clear out dropped every tier of arrow, each of which were enchanted."
Was that you who sent me it? Oh shit, let's go. Okay, I thought someone just sent me the message. I thought it was Kat, but I thought maybe it was you. I was just seeing like a profile pic that looked familiar. But yeah, hell yeah. We'll definitely do that. Yeah, by the way, that's probably what's going to be like Monday, Tuesday. Or sorry, not Monday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Probably one or like, if not two of them will just be Oblivion, because I'm having fun of playing Oblivion. But I do think I should get a little bit of a break. See, the question is, do we do Oblivion, Hangout, or Hangout, Oblivion, and then...
Lone Syndicate said, "My day is good. Grin, I work ed more on my model, currently hour 9 in, and I'm almost done the head. Only have to finish the mouth, the nose, and the shadowing."
Oh my god, that's huge. I can't wait to see it long. This is going to be fucking hype as hell, especially considering, like, what do you call it? Again, like, even if, if you, so long as you know the rigging, theoretically, you could then, outsource this if you want. So I know you probably, that's the last thing you want to outsource. You want to make the art part of it yourself, etc. But to me, the rigging is like the skill set that I think people just don't. I feel like that's in my brain is in weird businessy mode right now, but like it's the least investment that you need to invest in something to get the most return out of it, because I feel like so many people you'll find more artists than you'll find people who know how to like bind things and rig items and have it all follow the same logic and stuff like that. But that's my thought, at least. Let's jump in quickly, start making headway. I need to burn my resin on... Well, shit, do I have the weeklies done? No, sorry, the big... Where is the lady? Where do you see, like, the world-ending calamity type things? Jesus. This. Bosses, no, it's more than... Yeah, these. We have not done these. Okay. What does she need? And by she, I mean her. Resonator, this.
Today will be a
What do you require, my dear? You require this, which I have a lot of, but I guess we'll get more of them, so fuck it. I'll burn my resin on here, just so I get that out of the way. Man, I forgot. Weird that she needs this one. I guess it makes sense because it's light magic or some shit, but this might be the first time where I actually change my team, because I feel like my other team's going to be goated for this. It's like an in-air team. Yeah, that one. Yeah, let's do that one. Let's do that one. Also, Nog says was like Jesus shit when enemy had all the arrows to shit. Yeah, man. What are they like? Do some of them have paralysis, or is it just like some of them? Because yeah. Also, man, if you can't buy from somebody like special arrows, then that feels weird. Because if just because duping exists, we're fine. Like everyone, we're good. But if duping didn't exist, you'd have like 14 arrows that like do 5 more damage or something, and you'd be like, I'm never using these, you know? Or maybe that's just a me thing. What do you call it? Bodhi says, now, Woo Woo was kind of, has been kind of down from, that's fair, take a little break, etc. Or just take, do whatever you gotta do, etc. If you don't want to play, that totally makes sense too. What do you call it, Bolty? Also, we missed you this whole week. What got you? Sounds, do I still sound a little sick? Oh no. Well, I feel a little bit better. I do have like a tickle in my throat that I took some cough medicine before the stream because I have a little bit of a tickle in my throat. But yeah, what did you get up to this week, Bolty? Go, Brent. Rip the dragon out of the sky. God damn it, or not.
Same actor, different role.
Slowly but surely. Oh. Come on. Damn you!
Said every tier had an enchant on it, respective to its tier. The Iron Arrow had 5 PTS of shock on it. There was a Dispel Arrow, some other types as well.
Ooh, okay.
The Daedric Arrow has 25
25 is not bad at all.
PTS fire damage on it.
25 is not bad at all. Hit, damn it. We'll do this.
Together we
This to you. This. Fuck it, we'll use that.
Who's the caged bird now?
Bang. Bang. And this. Oh, right, we're out of that.
At the helm.
Back to Brent.
Perfect finale.
Please die. Brent, please.
Mishap. First to the treasure.
Stop locking onto shit that doesn't matter, man. This should kill you.
In the line.
Unless it doesn't reach. Badoosh. Is he dead? Why is he fumbling about? That's not normal. What the heck? Anyways, give me that. Good stuff. We will immediately jump into Zani's question. Our Italian lady.
Listen carefully.
I need you to chill for a minute, buddy.
Together we vanquish. Take form. Cross
This.
sever.
This.
Severs, incinerate.
Oh, I missed.
Sever.
Fucking Christ, man. You got tagged from that, Brent? Damn.
Beyond.
We just need to break his guard, Brant. That's it. What is the point of the grapple if you can't grapple to the guy in the air, man? You get like 2 feet. Fucking Brant, please, man. There we go. This maybe will reach. So close. That was our stamina still. Can't hit shit.
Listen carefully.
There we go. Go, Chainley. Good. I should have used my thing first.
Take form.
This. Alright. Easy breezy. Not really. It's kind of a pain in the ass, man. Nog says, was like, Jesus, shit, this enemy had all these arrows. Every one of them. So every tier had an enchant on it. I wonder why the text speech is not working. I wonder why every tier had an enchant on it, respective to its tier. The Iron Arrow had 5 points of shock. There was a Dispel Arrow, and the other type was a Draconic Arrow, 25 fire damage on it. Ooh, okay. Those all sound really pretty over, especially the Draconic Arrow. 25% fire damage seems nuts. We're 1 off. We'll just use 1 tick. 1 tick of energy for that.
Guests of the uncommon.
Also, Lone, what thing did I miss last time? You said yesterday, ZZZ, there was something that, like, there was an event or something, like a special thing reset. I don't know if it already happened and I boned, or if I've already done it. I think I might have done it. So I did do, like, the weird defense run, I think.
Same actor,
Ooh.
different role.
Together we vanquish.
Don't run away.
Take 4.
Yes!
Make it fast.
Cross cut.
Lone Syndicate said Deadly Assault reset yesterday.
That's the one.
Yearn.
Let the flame
Deadly
burn.
Assault. Oh, yeah, no, okay, I did that one. Yeah, I still haven't been able to get 3 out of 3 on Which City. My Ambi team is just not good enough at all.
Together we vanish.
Why are we going to the tail?
Feathers
Fine, we did it.
incinerate.
Go. Give me this. I can't believe that what her name is, that damn priestess lady has so much more movement than me, than Brant. I thought Brant was like the movement king, but I guess not. Turns out to be a spectral witch on a witch broom is much more OP. What's good, Amin? How are you, buddy? Hope you're having a good day. What you get up to? Man, this was the first day, because I've been sick all week. I've been sleeping in, trying to get back my health a little bit. This is the first day I woke up at like 7:30 p.m. a little bit, which is not crazy, but it's a decent. It's somewhat in the morning, but regardless, because this whole week I've been sleeping in so much, I have forgotten what it's like to have like such an excess of hours before the stream to some extent. So I was like, oh wow, I was kind of, it's almost impossible not to be productive when you have like 5 or 6 hours of like, well, I guess I'll do good stuff rather than having to squeeze it in at the last 10 seconds. Although you'd be surprised how much you could squeeze in the last like 2 hours. But back to the main quest that we had for Zani. All right, hopefully it's loud enough. Let me double check this just to be sure. Good. Why are people dancing? I don't know. SOS, Sender, Ghost Girl A.
A Minoob
What?
said, "Hi, Grin. Hope you're having a good day."
I'm having a great day, buddy. How about you? What you get up to today? What you been currently playing? Are you on Oblivion as well, or nah? Also, what do you call it? Have you done the
Lone
skeleton key
Syndicate
thing yet?
said,
No?
well, Grin, it doesn't help that this rotation is tailored for anomaly characters, so attacks like Anby are gonna struggle.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's probably a problem too. Yeah, I just thought at this point I would have, like, I thought my 3 teams would basically be able to survive. Like my Abby has never struggled ever. So the fact that I gave her a bonus with the whatever her name is, the lady who the vampire lady, is kind of like whatever. It's neat, but meh, it's fine. But the other thing is where it gets kind of weird, where like the my Astra, Evelyn, Caesar, and Lighter team, which usually clears everything in the game really easily, just wasn't able to do enough damage. It's specifically the one lone in Zenless that had like the like creator body, like it's like the hand one, the one that's like the newest boss. That I couldn't fucking break his like his second phase like hand smash. You know, when he goes into like his egg removal, and then you just lose out on like all the damage because he just fucking flies around for 10 minutes. It's hella frustrating. So I was like, this is just awful. Now the good news is that in order to get all the resources out of it, you only need to get like 1 star in a thing. Like you need to do the bare minimum, which is cool that they made that change. So it's not like I'm behind, and it's like I'm missing out on Astra or whatever. But yeah, content. Lost on the cliff, falling into the deep sea. If there is a God in this world, please listen to our sincere prayers. Let the ghost sink into the depths, return to the mortal world. Now just on the night of remembrance, but let return permanently to our homeland, Eagle. What the hell is this? What? Did I stumble into some weird shit? The message feels cryptic. Gives you an uneasy feeling.
Night
Yeah.
of Remembrance. Is that another special event in Eglatown? And this message, is it a prank? Or
Aminuke
is
said
there more to
Oblivion
this?
looked like it's too much work. I prefer the more story-focused games.
That's fair. That's fair. It is a good
Lone
bit of stuff.
Syndicate said, if you want to when we done with Wuwa, we can swap over to Z's and I can help you.
No, I've already completed most of it. Yeah. Well, what do you mean by help? Like, I feel like even if you try to tell me like what to put in where, I don't know, man. I kind of also, it's the thing that like I don't know. I find Zenless is I'm already kind of iffy on like the way things work. Like I again, it's just the fact that I think we came up short this time when it comes to characters that makes me feel like a little bit like, oh, you know, like at this rate, I was hoping that I'd have 3 characters. Maybe it's my fault because I don't choose like I don't just go for the right team. Like it seems like in Withering Waves, or not Withering Waves, sorry, Zenless, it's best to like just build up a block of money to then get like 3 back-to-back characters, because that's what they tend to do. The 3 characters back-to-back tend to be really good for each other, and that's like the complete team. It forces you to. It's the highest likelihood to spend money because you have to get 3 characters back-to-back. It's also funny as hell to like see the community from Withering Waves where people are like, we really don't like this new trend of like having to have 2 5-star characters to complete each other. That's kind of bullshit. And then you look at Zenless, and it's a lot of that. You know, like 3 characters back to back are all beneficial for each other, like in a big way. So yeah. What? Oh.
What's this smell?
This is a whole thing.
Nope, I can't take it. Gotta take a break. Ugh, ew. Why do I still smell it down here? Ugh, my head. So dizzy. I'm gonna lie
Did
down.
Abby get roofied or something?
Just holler if you need me.
Like someone took cocaine and went.
Looks like we've been hit by the weird frequency in that message. I should check out what's going on in Eglatown.
Listen, gang. What is this? Companion story. Oh, it's Cantarella's story. Oh, what the F? I don't want to do that. Back off. Okay, so that was the beginning of Cantarella's quest, which I haven't done yet. Damn you, Cantarella. Zani. We're doing Zani's quest, Cantarella. Didn't mean to fucking stumble into your thing, man. Why are y'all both in the same location?
Same actor, different role.
Dive bomb. And boom. Also, man, I honestly, Lone, when was the last time you went back to the other area?
That's his hideout over there.
In Withering Waves. To me, I haven't looked back. this region I feel like should be the first region. It's maybe it's also good because the contrast principle, where basically we had like a really dark dystopian nightmare hell dystopian thing.
Lone
and beauty
Syndicate said, I will say we haven't gotten to the point where you absolutely need all the S ranks I know in Star Rail if you miss a 5-star, especially if it's A. Support for a DPS, you fuck.
Yeah, I heard about people saying Star Rail is terrible. The issue is, Lone, is that like I don't even like the gameplay loops that exist aren't really like at least in Genshin, to me, whether it was like with Razor, like I felt like that gameplay loop was really fun to play in, and you could kind of still min-max some stuff, and like at the baseline there was like the 4 stars were so fucking good that like you could still get by like Shinsho or Shangli. I mean, I still think, like, if you were to compare most of the, like, the 4-star characters to the 5 stars, they're, like, a fucking million miles apart, with the only exception, to me at least, being Pulcher, but that's at C-5. And even then, she's not even close to Trigger, like, not even in the same world. Trigger is still fucking far superior as far as, like, damage output. She applies a debuff. She also gives you damage across the entire board kind of thing. Pulcher starts to kind of do something where she is, like, if you didn't have her, you could get away with the other one, but you still need 5 constellations a little bit. I guess to me, I feel like in Zenless, maybe, again, this could just be the choices I made by like going on certain characters. I still, in that game, don't really feel... Actually, that's not true. I feel powerful. I just don't feel like... I don't feel good about the battles often, you know? Like, I feel like I come out of most encounters being like, okay, that's done, you know? Yeah, I don't know what the right way to phrase it is, but like I like, you know, you remember like peak Genshin, where like you'd activate Shinsho, boom, you'd activate the fucking little tiger fire lady, and you just have like this torrent of soup of elemental damage flowing at you, and then you'd activate like Hu Tao or some shit, and then you just fucking blitz people, or you activate Albedo and what's his name, the Itto. And like, to me, there was that kind of like feeling of like ramping up combat.
Said the combat doesn't have weight to it.
Yeah. It's also just like, I guess to me, I should make it much more insular. It's just not satisfying, really. At least right now. Like, I remember when I got Evelyn. Like, I think that my peak was like Evelyn and Caesar. To me, it was just hilarious. But it just lets you basically never die and fucking always be able to like rattle off these cool like massive burst attacks, essentially. So you had like peak comfort, you had peak damage, and it kind of just worked. It wasn't really satisfying as far as like the chaos. I think if I had Bernice, like, this is the thing, like, if you miss out on those key characters that to me I think are like, oh wow, that's just such a good get. Like, Bernice is probably the character I probably should have went to instead of some other characters, because Bernice is just a character that you can plug into anybody and be like, she just provides so much value, and also it's an aesthetic visual thing as well. Same thing with Trigger. I regret not going for Trigger. I also regret for not going for Astrid. So I just made some not the great choices on the characters I ended up falling on, you know?
Lone Syndicate said, I will say the A ranks are a lot less viable, with only Piper, Lucy, Sokaku, and now Pulchra being the only viable ones.
Yeah, but also, like, are they, like, besides, like, a couple, like, Sukaku isn't even in the same world as Lighter, you know? Like, I think she's okay, and like, so maybe I should also speculate, and I'm not saying, like, C5. Like, C5, it's when they start kind of getting some ground, but, like, I find that the combat in that instance it's something in me, and it may just be that, like, I don't know, where, like, my ideal game is an RPG. I love RPGs. So, like, a world to explore, an open world, this is something that me and Fluff talked about a little bit, but Fluff kind of he doesn't like the aspect, or I hope I'm not just mischaracterizing it, but the open world is not a positive thing to him always. But honestly, for me, if they took Fable, or if they took what's another game? Shadows of the Damned, like these games that are linear stories, and they made it open world. I think I would enjoy it more, just because it's a world to explore, and it's something that has like lore and like shit behind it. It's like it's something that you can look through. So to me, I enjoy the open world stuff, but like in Zenless, maybe it's just because I'm starting to finally get a little fatigued on the like event stuff that kind of just feels like we're a year in. Maybe not a year in yet. But we're kind of just going through the motions to where the thing that keeps me, like, the carrot on the stick is the idea that you get a character, and they're like, ooh, this is my new thing to mess with. But the shitty thing is like, when you have a character that's meant to be like a passive buff, like the vampire girl, it's just kind of like a passive buff that kind of, you just do a thing real quick, you switch off her, and then unlike, like, Trigger, where you see Trigger fucking, like, laser beaming people constantly, it's like a very big visual effect on it. I find with the vampire girl, I don't really see her. I mean, I see her a little bit. I see her, like, pop off and, like, hit some shit. I see an explosion, kind of. It's just funny because, like, if we contrast that with the, remember the leaked footage that someone uploaded to the Discord, which showed, there was, like, a tiger girl who has, like, a fucking giant ripcord Beyblade ball that she, like, pulls, and you just see this thing just like Trigger. That shit looks like, oh my god, you're feeling that character's presence all the fucking time. And maybe I should know that about myself at this point, and know that, like, at the end of the day, that's a character that I feel like I feel the fun or the weight or the satisfaction of the combat more, you know? Ju Fufu, is that what her name is? Yeah. But the issue is that she's also a stunner. So she's like, I mean, that's good as well, but it's also like, I'm hoping that there's like a Bernice equivalent of that, which is just like you activate some abilities, you queue up some sort of thing that's probably hopefully easy to just queue up, that you can, like, it doesn't take like 10 years to charge up, because that's kind of what it feels like sometimes with the elf girl, is sometimes you're like waiting to parry and you're just like, please just fucking attack me so I can get this parry off, so I get the maximum charge of this stuff. Anyways, back to the game. Sorry about that. A little rant about Zenless, which is more to say that yeah, it's always a dry spell when you miss a. Oh man, that's the thing. We didn't even miss a character and get. Yeah, we still got the character. We haven't got the weapon yet, but yeah, maybe this is just what you get when you buy the, like, when you do the algebra, you get the like the character that's supposed to enable other characters in the future. But for this patch, it just kind of feels a little bit black, you know, blasé.
He's a slippery one. One wrong move and he'll be gone, off in a gondola before you.
But I don't know if I feel that way if I forgot Trigger. You know what I mean? I feel like there are characters that are like, yeah, they're supportive, but they still have like some sort of presence that's really felt, you know. Anyway, sorry. Just
Looks
what
like
I say, I don't know.
Thinking the same thing.
Is it too quiet? It might be a little silent. Let's increase the audio just a little bit more. Hello.
I'll cause a distraction up front. Leave the show to me, and you'll move to checkmate.
Got it. Follow the plan. You move to the rear, the hideout. So yeah, the TLDR, we're helping this little poverty lady. I don't know what to call them.
Same as usual.
They have a
Just
cool hat.
Day's work.
Also, why do they keep Lone? Are we missing something? Why do they keep giving her this one?
All yours.
Why are they giving her that and not the better other one? I don't. Am I fucking up? Is like, why are they like, no, this one's best? Is it like net better damage than like the tiny percentage of attack they increase? I don't know. Hey gang, attack me, fuck me up, hit me.
Come at me.
Fine. Attack. Oh, I did get a block properly. Big hit. Blocked. Damn it, I fucked up. Yeah, I think if you get one block into a sit, and then a throw like this, you're able to fuck shit up. Like, if we do a parry, do it. This always makes you realize how bad the AI is and how you should never die ever. Please just attack me. Sir, please. Sir, please. Okay. We do one attack like that, and then we do one of these, and we're already ready to rip.
Come at me.
Honestly, the parry is probably enough. just to pop off. And more of this. We do have our ultra kill death mode. I just don't want to fuck it. They're all here.
All of you at once. I don't.
There wasn't enough, but then there was.
Come at me.
Bang, bang. I wish I had Mizani. Mizani is doing bigger numbers than this. Also, she's one of the characters that you don't want to use your thing on a little bit. Yeah, like, I wonder if you should not use her ult. Like, the ending
Lone
thing that takes her out
Syndicate
of this
said
mode.
Zani's best main echo is Capitaneous
Yeah.
at 3 cost, because it buffs Spectro damage and heavy attack
But
damage.
why do they keep giving her that? The other one. What's good, Red? I'm sorry, Red, I baited you today. We're going to do a little bit of Wither Wave just because we've been kind of shoehorning it in at the last minute every stream, and then we're going to have a hangout stream. So maybe come back in like an hour? Because I know Red's not a big fan of Gacha. Also, what happened? Did I skip something? Or we gotta like swoop in? Or is this our perspective now? Probably.
Wait. You're after the Black Alley's entrance, aren't you?
I haven't said a word.
I know my value to people.
Wow. Dapper as hell, that guy. Look at him.
G-Red
Now
said
that
it's
you've got
fine.
me,
I'll just
no
play
point in
Doll's Nest
resisting.
while listening until
The
then.
longer I hold
Nice.
out, the more pain I'm asking for.
Are you enjoying it thus far?
Smart people know when to give in. So I stayed alive.
Have you got him?
What kind of bonus to the technology do we get that we got holograms? Yeah, he isn't already talk. Yeah, he's already talking.
So, we won't need to help him talk after all.
Break his legs.
Once he coughs up the entrance location, we'll head straight there from here.
Lone Syndicate said easy because trial
family is
characters are never
almost on
built
site.
optimally willing
They
to
can
bet if you
handle
looked
the
at the
cleanup.
trial Zani stats, she doesn't even have 200% crit damage.
I will look. We will see. Could be. With the description running, provided you find Black Alley that. Yes. I wish more characters had freckles. It's cute.
Might be a bit late to ask, but Colleen, you did what Talos asked, didn't you?
I didn't.
Did you forget what Rover said? Trust goes both ways.
That tie is hiding nothing. Anyways.
I didn't have a choice.
G-Red said very much
If I
so.
didn't,
For a measly $20, Doll's
you
Nest has been awesome.
me.
Easily on par with FromSoft. Crazy
Wow.
considering the devs for Doll's Nest previously only made visual novels.
Yeah, that's wild. Although that's kind of also funny though. Like you can imagine like the fervent hunger of like, please anything else. just give me something to feel anything again. Making visual novels forever. Also, yeah, I feel like that's a lot of everything. Everything nowadays is like the right price, and you're like, yeah, it's the right lens. Like I think that's what made Oblivion have like fucking zero critique almost on it. Which was, besides like even the engine being shit, it's like, yeah, but it's like, it's $50 and it's also a big fuck off game, and it's seemingly will have mod support eventually, even if it's just by the love of the modders, etc. So it kind of makes it for like, it's a good enough value, you know, especially for $20. Now he said, damn, those buttons are fighting for their lives, dog. It's a whole thing.
Then when the time comes,
And she just repairs the
make
clothes,
sure you
I
tell
guess.
the Chamber of Discipline everything. No lies.
But
What if a game like took a character you love to death, and then this moment happened where like you did some bad stuff, didn't they? And then they just say like the most unredeemable, horrible shit ever, and you're like, wow. I don't know what to do with that. Actually, honestly maybe kill that motherfucker. I wonder if you could build up love for a character enough to where people would be like, people make mistakes. I think honestly, I think you could push that really far. I think a person could do some horrible shit, but if they were your homeboy, all that shit, then he'd be like, well, it's in the past.
Don't excuse yourself by saying
9
you were
fetus
forced
said
into
baptism by fire.
it. Can you do that?
Leaning into the weird mommy vibe type situation thing.
Fine. I get it.
I feel like head pads with a hat on would just be annoying as shit. Also, okay, sorry.
G-Red said booba hugs.
Booba hugs. What do you call it? I've been, okay, so Bolty says, I forgot, I asked Bolty some questions and I wanted to have, asked him where he was this week and what he was getting up to. I've been hung on rematch and waiting for the next beta. It was so much fun. It made me wanna watch Blue Lock now. Dude, Blue Lock goes hard as shit, especially if you know where the series goes. Although the person who made that anime manga says like it's gonna go, he's aiming for like Bleach numbers, and I'm like, stop it, please don't. I don't want that. I got myself a Warcraft 3 and been playing Digimon Custom Maps for. Ooh, that's you keep it busy. Gotcha. I was gonna say, man, your boy. Sorry to pause. I'm gonna say this. I have been being a very good anime watching extraordinaire fan. All right, I've burned through Wrong Way to Do Healing, Kaiji number 9, and now I always fuck this up. Estraria, Sword and Wand. Istaria or Wistoria, Sword and Wand. Wistoria, Sword and Wand is fucking awesome. Thank you, Wistoria. It is so fucking cool. Also, I love that you could totally tell it's made by the same guy who made Dimache. It's just such a good get. Anyways, all three of them, they're fucking great. Solid ass anime. Yes, Lone, add some of those to the list. I'm sure they're already there. The Blazing Nightwalker is just a joke. Give someone a lecture. Are you sure you're Zani? The Blazing Nightwalker is no joke. I'm better. I'm okay.
Ugh, don't call me that. Let's get this over with.
I never thought I would want a character customization thing that let me change the eyelash color to like have a mix, but I kind of feel that goes hard. I like the healing one. The healing one was fun.
Doesn't reek in there.
Do you think they spent a little bit too much time on the backstory in some cases, Bolty? I kind of felt like at some moments I was like, I don't really care about this. Can we just get back to the healing guy doing healing things, please? Also, they never really explained like the way his magic works. I mean, you can kind of infer that, but yeah. Please don't point that out right now. What was that? I blocked it out.
Don't worry. It may be an underground waterway, but it's been abandoned for a long time now.
Her accent is great, and it might just be the lot of like love for Fable happening.
It's not exactly clean, but it's livable. We did some work on it. The pipes are a maze, though. They split up the territory by rank. Talos is holed up somewhere deep in the waterway.
Talos? What a good time to play this game in Oblivion.
Demons always live in hell, like the Primus always stays in the cathedral. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, and Rover, masks on. The mask makes things a lot easier.
Her mask looks dope.
It's better if neither of us gets recognized.
My mask looks cringe. You look like some sort of weird Persona fucking discount nonsense. Fair point, but...
I'll pretend I don't know who you are.
Why is he afraid?
Guess I don't need to spell it out for you.
She is built not like Mewtwo, but like Mewtwo. The parts you want to be built like Mewtwo, she is in fact built like Mewtwo. Mewtwo. Also, is this just a chest a million miles away? I think it's never going to go away. I think I was supposed to collect a chest because I did an event, and it's just like, by the way, you left this back here. And I'm like, thanks, but like, I don't... Yeah. Okay, this is actually where like the thing begins.
Let's get this done quickly.
All right. Let's see. How do they build her?
Anything
They gave her 200 crit loan, 200 crit, 70k critical rate. Do they have her on the one set? That's a waste. That's a fucking waste. She has 70 crit rate, and on the set that gives you 20% critical rate, so she has 100 critical rate in total whenever she applies the Spectral Frazzle, so that's excessive. She does have a very cool thing. Weapon. What are the gear loadout? Can we see? Are we able to witness this or nah? We have a lot of Spectral Frazzle, so they got her on the 2-piece. Just not very good stats. Oh, they got a pretty good amount of energy recharge. I don't know. I wish they would let me use mine. Why can't you also... I know that. I think they're trying to show that like you can use Rover and her, and she's efficient. Also, what a cool level. This is supposed to be the slums.
Efficiency above all.
Efficiency above all, she says.
This way.
Guys, I've never, yeah. That is a 10 out of 10 butt. Okay, I don't know why it took me this long to wander.
Lone Syndicate said I'm shocked considering how poorly other trial characters are built.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely, they've given us a low bar to clear.
Come at me.
That is cool that you can do some quick swappiness with that.
Gnawing Fetus said, well, I'm a vamp now in Oblivion Skeptical
Oh,
Smiley face.
no. Oh, and you don't even have access to the mods to make it less shitty because you're on Xbox. Nong, one of us. Gaming PC. Gaming PC. It's taken us how long? 5 years to slowly whittle away at Lone into where we had no effect on it, and he just decided, oh, yes, it's time. Maybe to start thinking about it. Here we go. Nothing will attack me. Oh, there it is. Money.
Swift and resolute. Hopefully this helps.
Her outro skill, man, goes hard, too. Rover, apply a spectrofrazzle. Oh, I didn't know you could press that at the last minute and she'll do, like, a quick attack. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Is that a thing, Alone? Like, even when you have her, like, sword charge up, if you hit it at the right time you're about to be attacked, she'll just parry it as well and, like, do some damage? Well, shit. She is not the best mineral miner. Would have been tough to finish that sentence. Yeah, she's not the best at that, at least.
Things just went south. Looks like we've got a fight on our hands.
We'll do this. I want to see how easily Spectral Rover can build up
Hopefully this
Frazzle. Turns out, not a lot. Not great. But it's good enough.
Oh, you're
This.
all of you at once. I don't do
Also, man, yeah, there's not very many good benefits to vampirism in that game, right? You look a little less heinous, but yeah. I don't think it's really worth it. The scars on her back are so fucking cool, dude. I love
Lone
battle
Syndicate
damage.
said yes, she has a perfect parry full counter on both her skill and enhanced skill.
Guys, pause. Okay, so yeah, that's a yes. Thank you, Lon. Dude, I seen this video. Eventually, we're gonna get to the Hangout stream. Oh my god, guys, I seen this video that was just, I've never felt so confused. Do you guys ever hear about this thing called, like, a liquid nitrogen brand? Basically, it's like a brand, but people are crazy and they're getting tattoos with this brand that basically is like, instead of it being with fire, it's with like ice cold liquid nitrogen somehow. And oh my god, dude, it's just this one short I seen pop up on my feed of this girl getting like a fucking wild brand tattoo of like a bear paw or some shit. And I've never seen someone like, it must kill your nerves instantly. So like, it doesn't hurt, but it's such a deep scar. Like, it's such a deep brand to where like you can see like skin, and then there's like a groove carved out of them. And I'm like, oh. And she's like, yeah, it doesn't hurt because it's liquid. Yeah, you're dumbass. It's gonna hurt as soon as you fucking, the next day when it stops being numb and it's all just fucking infected and shit. Mother Mary. It was one of the most like, I can't even, my god. Like, yes, it maybe doesn't hurt now, but like, give it a day and the scar tissue is gonna be fucking crazy.
Gnawing Fetus said basically fortified Destro, Illusion, and a few other things
for
by 5 to
vampirism.
10 PTS. Kinda worth it, but only if you plan on it. I wasn't planning on it, lol.
Yeah, I could see if you maybe wanted to, like, yeah, I just feel like it's such a pain to have to be like, I'm a positive I'm gonna eat this person's neck.
Wait, we're swimming down there?
Like, if you could hire a maid within your castle and then leech off the maid, then at least there'd be some sort of sequence. But otherwise, you gotta find a guy, you gotta break into a house.
I think there's a drainage.
Might as well steal their shit.
Said, and if you perfect parry on her enhanced skill, it also freezes time as well. And yeah, I saw that as well. It doesn't hurt, but it can really
You
mess
see
up
that
and
too?
damage your skin.
No, we got the
really
same
bad.
feed. We got the same feed. Yeah, man. To me, it was one of the things where, like, I haven't seen the aftermath. Like maybe, and maybe I'm being too judgy. Maybe if I seen like this weird new form of like scar tattoo or some shit with like the ice brand. If I seen like the recovery afterwards and like what it looks like at the end state, all I gotta see is like the fucking pain of it all, or like the non-pain of it all, but the damage of it all. So maybe I'd be a little bit less judgy, but I can't imagine that doesn't heal like fucking awful. It could like sear through all your nerves.
Gnawing Fetus said Deep Scorn Hollow has prisoners for you to feed on once you pimp it out.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's kind of it. Is that the the lich underground serpent person? I know the kingdom has like guards that you could theoretically bite their necks and shit. Too bad you can't have like a companion and be like, hey bud, I need a sip. Although I'm pretty sure there is like bottles of blood wine or something where you could like duplicate those a bunch and just pop. I think that's a thing in this game. I don't think it's just in Skyrim. I thought it was also in Oblivion. Try to pause this game too much. Ooh.
What's this?
It's a sequence mechanism. You need to hit it hard to get it to work. Vagrants like us aren't much for heavy lifting, so it's been stuck like this forever.
Donnie's a beefcake. She's gonna be able to pick that shit up like nothing. Attack the sequence thing. Easy. Do I hit it at a certain time? Is that it? No.
McFlufferkin said always a good idea to keep disease cures handy, and look up how to cure vampirism if you let it progress.
Yeah, well,
Deep Scorn Hollow has most things you'd want to maintain or rid yourself of it.
Yeah, there's usually like a node or something that's like ping, that's like, hey, you're feeling a little dizzy, you're feeling a little off. But I as the most oblivious person on the planet, I can't really say much. Oh no, it's a puzzle. Turn the messenger statue. Also, what's good, Fluff? Turn the messenger statue to the correct direction to activate the mechanism. Different mechanisms require you to turn the statues on the different way and different directions. Look at for hints to the puzzle. Lone also. The reason why I say Lone is I know Lone plays still play with the Reds. How do you feel, Lone, about the hellish color puzzles in this new region-esque area? Update, etc. All that. They're fucking awful, and I always feel like a baby because it goes like, "Oh, you haven't figured out in a while. Do you want us to make it easier to give you more chances to make a solid block of a color?" And it's just it's maddening because I'm like, yes, because I have no time for this. Please. Also, is this just this like face us kind of situation? Rotate. Rotate. Is there something that like shows? What is this? Pause that. Final entry to the record. Oh Jesus! No! Let's just see the sunset, the moon. Well, we'll wing it.
McFlufferkin said periodically visiting a chapel to get buffs and cleansing is also a good habit to form.
Yeah. I'll also.
Gnawing Fetus said, shouldn't an audio log be audio?
Yeah, it should have, but hey. Budget has to go somewhere. I don't know. That's shitty. And this. Hey, it's as simple as face me. Whatever is the most aesthetic change visually. Beautiful camera work. Ooh.
So all we needed to do was make them face the center. So simple, as if it were a joke. Well, it looks like we found the way. Let's move.
Oh!
Come at me.
Swift and resolute.
I must say, I think they build up like a intro skill really fast.
Strike from the shadows.
So
Moment
this,
of
so there's some fractal frazzle.
Hopefully this helps.
Fuck it, pop this off.
Spare a minute to knock some heads around.
Go! Excessive. Open up.
In my way.
A little bit of a waste.
Efficiency above all.
Is this more of a non-audio log, audio log? Let's just say, yep, I get it. Parkour. How long does this thing last? Is it like it lasts like it basically the whole road of it all? Parry. Bang.
Yeah, thanks. You saved me there. It's been a while since I've been down here. Forgot about that part.
If she healed every time she successfully parried, would that be broken? Maybe.
Come on.
Also, I'm still sitting in the hell of this game where like I don't know if I should level up or like just buy the fucking thing. The like I have like 9K still in my pocket with this game, and I'm debating whether I should like just keep throwing pebbles of wishes every day at Zani's banner. So if I get one more copy, then I only have to spend one little chunk of that, or if I should just fucking tank it and just buy both copies of her and be like, we're good, we're like done. We're done. Ooh, look at these guys digging up that body. Henry and I found supplies chest behind 2 pipes. Do not touch the supply chest. Got it. Behind 2 pipes. Wow. I wonder where the supply chest is.
What are we?
I'll
Some
take
kind
it
of
as my
expedition
overtime
33.
Heal Perry. Listen, guys, don't be
Swift
rude.
and resolute.
That's a dead guy.
Hopefully this helps.
Shush.
Both the intro skills go hard. It's just like a bunch of brrrah. Hello, bud. She has to gesture, I guess. Oh. Also, Ray says, Lone, did you see the announcement of Fate collab in Star Rail? Ooh, sounds fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, so many unfamiliar faces. You win. I'll give up. No, I didn't see a single thing.
Drunk thug. With the Discord sweeping him up and we just killed them? Why did we kill the good guys? Try to clean.
This is who Talos is hiring now?
He's probably one of those who don't actually buy a story. That's why they tossed him out here. Still, this place usually has more than just one person on guard.
More than one, you say?
Yeah. They usually keep a few posted around here. Not just to make sure we don't run, but to search us. Check if we're carrying anything valuable. Some got caught with stuff after a few rounds of searching and...
Lone Syndicate
well,
said, hell yeah, I did raid. I haven't
let's just
even
say
watched
their
Fate
fingers
yet, being in
didn't
the
stay
queue
intact.
for years now, but I'm still hyped.
If only we found the place sooner.
Don't waste time on what ifs.
Good, good.
Talos
good thing.
has a
I agree.
debt to pay for all of this.
Got it. Drunk guy, nasty, gross graffiti place,
Efficiency,
parkour, all that. Man, I'm like, my throat is better, but I have this like tiny little fucking itch in the throat sometimes it hits, and I'm like, ah. It's like a pain a little bit, like a spike. Knock, knock. This.
Hopefully this helps.
All yours.
Ooh. I don't know what happened there. Parry him accidentally? Boom! I will say he was face down for a long, long time of that. But yes, also boxing things. Ooh, they're actually like fightable. I mean, for how much mass it feels like she's thrown around, these things should be like fucking getting blitzed, but I guess not. Grab this, throw it away. Boppity boppity. There we go. I'll say it, guys. I think Zani might have the best butt in the game. It could all just be the fucking real tight pants, but I don't think so. It is just one of those things. Also, more drunk people, yes. What is this? What? Aha! Granted, most people wear board shorts, so, you know, it's not really a... Yeah, much competition, but still.
This place was supposed to be abandoned. Why?
Talos' people fixed it up.
To keep people out?
Not just that. Talos doesn't stop anyone from challenging her. In fact, she tells them if they beat her, they get to be the new Talos.
That's badass.
The ones who try it always lose to the echo she transforms herself into. Then she freezes their bodies.
Lone
and
Syndicate
dumps them in
said
this
side
tunnel.
note Zani gauntlets do appear in combat, but only when she uses her great sword, and only one of them show.
Yeah, I thought it was. I watched the video. People basically saying like it's like a guard for her hand. So if
She says
she's
it's to
shield
calm
and
them
punch kind
down.
of thing, or shield and like guarding her hand, something like that. I don't.
That's humor I don't understand.
I'll just go smash it.
Haha!
Be careful. There might be an ambush waiting for you. Plus, with this wind, you won't stand a chance if you're not heavy enough to hold your ground. Luckily, my shield should do the
Hell
trick.
yeah!
You two, get behind
I'm
me.
about to say, the fact that shit looks like it like be a 2 tons or something. I wonder if this is actually going to be like a. It is. Wow! It actually is like they coded in this. What a bunch of wild boys. Strong airstream flow through the thing. Follow Zani to stay within the protective. Got it.
Come, follow me.
Jesus. Okay, you hide. That's so cool. God, she's the best. I feel like I should duck. I feel like this debris could spring around and just dome me in the head.
Able to turn off, right?
Yeah, the switch to stop it is up ahead.
I say, she with us?
Normally there's always someone guarding this. Strange. It's just like earlier.
While I didn't exactly expect them to be model employees, I did expect a bit of crisis
Her
awareness.
tail's having a bad time.
Something's definitely off.
Ooh!
Let's pick up the pace.
She defend against pipes? Also, man, how heavy is wind? I got boxes, but pipes? This looks like a big slipstream still. Okay, good. Am I good?
Here it is. The
I'm
switch
good.
to stop the blast.
Attack.
Less explaining, more button pressing.
Also, is that the special story quest? Or story sword? Nice.
Lone Syndicate said, well, Bryn Zani's, but his grade like the tightness does it even more favors like the circumference and size indicate he's not only soft, but also has some firmness to a 10 out of 10 indeed.
Lone has Chem with receipts. Okay. I am just a visual appreciator for the. I can't believe I missed that. Also, maybe it's because she's just such a
Right above
badass.
is the Black Alley living quarters.
What? Oh no! A messenger lost their way, unable to escape the mine. The messenger sent her scared of betrayal. Their hearts sealed because of it. The messenger is on the right, has achieved nothing, forever consumed by doubt. Okay, so the messenger to the left has lost their way, unable to escape. Yeah, okay, the messenger who has lost. Okay, it already tells me. Maybe perform a special pose would help to solve the. We have poses. Loyalty, guidance, point. Does point work? Point works. Okay. Weird. When you look at a statue that needs guidance, you just point at that shit. Good as how do you say that? What the fuck? Aslanisis and asalisis. Jesus, I'm gonna have a stroke.
McFlufferkin said got a mod that converts previously unplayable armors into playable, like Dremel
Oh.
Gear, Dark Seducer, and Golden Scent, as well as Mythic Dawn and Knight of Order.
That's
Last one in particular I wanted.
That credit card was probably crazy. You observe the statue in the middle. The messenger scared by betrayal. What pose should we hit it with? Loyalty, guidance, recognition, betrayal. Loyalty. Inverse of loyalty. A betrayal is loyalty. A bow. I will not betray you. And lastly, the messenger consumed by doubt. Guidance. Would it be guidance or recognition? Consumed by doubt. Doubt, recognition, would that be? Let's do guidance. Nope. All right. It was sorry. Sorry. I just, yep. My bad. Yep. It's weird that the cog sounds are quite quiet. I might have like world settings sound quiet on there. Turn down. Give me this. I want to see the other character. We have another character that people are like, please be a playable character. And I kind of get it, but she still doesn't look like she's going to be a playable character. Zani's mask looks 10 times better than ours. Okay. It's unfortunate. Also, ooh, chest. Are we in a disco rave?
Not a soul in sight.
Dude, I would say stuff like this is impossible. Like, you'd find some sort of, like, beautiful location hidden in a thing. But, man, I've watched too many of those videos where it shows, like, an abandoned mansion and shit, and it's just left there, like, rotten to death, and it's still, like, $1 million in profit because it is, like, the acreage or some shit that it's on, and I'm just like, damn, it's such a waste.
This doesn't feel right. Even if the gods are slacking off, they should be getting their drink on somewhere around here. And the old folk like Hubert, they'd be stuck here too.
Oh, so we're using like grandpa tech with her tiny little orb or like gourd and our massive gourd.
So none of this has been normal from the start. Let's check the area. There could be some traps.
Got it. Still doing puzzly things. Oh. Mr. Hands. Eek.
Hopefully this helps.
Oh, fuck, Rover. Why? God, we have the shittiest Rover possibly. Why do they give us so many instances where we have to play dog shit ass? Everybody hates them Rover, the light Rover. It's just awful. Like, what if we just made this like the dominant way you play Rover? And then also, Zani is looking at a cat? What the fuck, Zani? Where's your problem? What? Some lore. It's been pretty helpful just showing us shit, so I'm just gonna skip past most of it and hope that it tells me, hey, by the way, this is a thing. Ooh. Okay. Lights, disco stuff, fun. Oh, there. What about this? Lore. Touch this. Scrape marks. Skip again. What's all this about? Tilted over wine, liquor or something? I don't know. Okay. Ooh, what's this?
How's it going over there? Let's
regroup. Gotcha, Zani. I just gotta grab all this other shit that I'm hoping I'm not gonna leave behind. Skip. There we go. Yep. Nope. Yep. Is there a chest hidden somewhere? I feel like they wouldn't just put one blatantly, obviously in the there. There's one right there. I see it. Also, is there any bigger mods that have come out recently?
Lone Syndicate
with Oblivion?
ZZZ. I have gotten both my Ellen and Rena Max skills across the board.
Hopefully this helps.
Nice.
The end has come.
Rena and what do you call it, Lone? Did you see the stuff about Zenless where they were saying that they were gonna like in 2.5 or whatever the hell the thing is, they're gonna start like making it more involved. Like they're gonna bring back Evelyn or like revamp Evelyn or something like that. Not Evelyn, Ellen.
Everyone here was dragged off somewhere.
Like they're gonna take old characters and bring them forward. Apparently, same on my side.
I found a sign my friend left behind. I think it's telling us to run.
Eesh.
They must have been in real trouble.
But what kind of trouble are we talking about?
Talos?
That's probably the best guess. But why would Talos move them in the first place? And where did they go?
Oh, finally. Just a couple of old timers, but still a bloody weight. When the rest of the boys are back, we'll get them shifted.
The perceptual awareness of these people who just walk in, start talking, and there's 3 fucking entities wearing masks that they're not. I guess masks are normal in this place, but yeah, look like we have a new lead.
Indeed,
we do. She said we do. Yeah. Thank God. Stop forcing me to play Rover. Ass.
All yours.
Oh, yeah. I haven't noticed the fact that she slows down time as much. Granted, I haven't played as much as I wanted to play. This Zenless, or not Zenless, sorry, Wither Waves this week as much as I wanted to.
This helps.
Damn it! Oh, I gotta think about it. Good.
Come at me.
Oh, we can activate everything.
I don't have all day.
ZZ, I got Evelyn in that. Yeah. But I was gonna say, I thought I heard someone basically like saying that Zenless was gonna take older characters and like revamp them. That's what like a lot of the
Where is
weird game modes are. And
McFlufferkin
where
said
is
people are
Talos?
figuring out how to convert old Oblivion mods over. The creation kit technically still works. It's just most new assets require the UE5 side of things.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I thought
Lone
that people said they
Syndicate
needed
said,
language.
yes, I saw that it was in the dev notes video a couple months back, and I am hyped because in Genshin some of my favorite characters no screen time after they were first introduced.
Yeah, that's what like to me. I'm hoping, man. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but I don't know how they're gonna make Evelyn even in the same world as the other ice lady, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know, because Evelyn right now is already doing, like, they'd have to make her do, like, such massive single target damage or, like, make her a support or something. That'd be a way to do it. Make Evelyn also have support capability. But yeah, I have no idea. Maybe that's a bad framing. Maybe not every character needs to be, like, the same as like, the best version of their archetype, but it might be. It would be cool if she was like an assassin type that does single target damage if Evelyn got reworked. But yeah.
Who the hell are you lot? Colleen. Yeah, so the boss was right. You lot are pathetically useless. Didn't think you'd be so quick to sell your master and go find some little helpers. Got a short memory, eh? Now that your nails are back, you think you're so tough. Just wait till Talos gets her hands on these two. We'll see how many lives you've got left.
There we go. Hell yes. We're not the police. We're a fixer, basically, or a salary woman, I guess.
Perfect timing. Why don't you tell us where she is? We'll spare her the trouble and walk right into the net ourselves.
Hell yeah. I love this. Smell like a true tank.
Storage area behind the trapdoor.
Tanks don't avoid damage. Okay.
And the others who were here?
I don't know.
It's funny that they didn't make her scale off HP. I feel like that's such a... Yeah, most characters do that.
Tell me. The people. Where did they go?
It is very funny seeing the... Yeah. The... what do you call it? Italian get serious and intense and mad. It doesn't ever come across as mad to me, but yeah. Also, what he says, I'm getting tired. Might head out to
Lone
sleep now.
Syndicate
Good
said
night.
they are planning
Good night,
on
Multi.
making
Take
the
care, buddy.
potential catalyst from Hollow
Appreciate having
Zero a part of the base kits for some of the older characters, so they don't get left behind.
Yeah, I thought I'd seen some stuff, but like even the like the weird bonus that they gave to Evelyn in one of those events that we played a long time ago, even that didn't seem like crazy. Like it just gave her like a little bit of like a ranged like ice slice, but it didn't do that much damage. You know, like if that's what they add, I'm like, okay, well, I don't think that makes her relevant, but sure, I mean, maybe better, but
He'd rather knock himself out cold than talk. We'll have to get answers from Talos herself. Any more delays could spell trouble.
Can we break her legs first?
Colleen.
I'll lead the way.
Oh, she's getting scared.
No. You're staying here.
Why?
We didn't meet much resistance to make it where we are now. If they haven't left, then we'll be up against a lot more enemies ahead. It's risky for you to keep going. This is what you're thinking, right?
I need to find Hubert and the others. And I have to lead, or else you might go the wrong way.
No. The stakes of these two things aren't the same.
Hubert and the others, they've always looked out for me. The only way I can help them is to get you to Talos as quickly as possible. I've never been powerful, but I've got my ways of making myself useful. Even if I just buy you a little more time, it'll be worth it, right?
I'll keep her safe, says me. I don't know, man. I've always hated this option where, like, it's like, oh, yeah, let's bring a vulnerable person that can't defend themselves. I'll protect them. I'm like, bitch, I don't want that fucking shit on me. I don't want nobody to put that bad juju on me.
Taking everything on yourself will wear you out.
McFlufferkin said as it is, including character presets, there's over 1500 mods for Oblivion Remastered, so it's not a simple matter to know which are deeper than texture replaces and such.
That's fair. That's fair. I really do hope that, like, as much as it'd be cool if, like, the developers were like, wow, Oblivion was such a success, maybe we'll make, like, a DLC just to get some, you know, more mileage money out of it, whatever we want. I think I'd be like, could we have the code that splices both of the Unreal and Unreal Engine thing together? That'd be great. I'd prefer that. But yeah, selfish maybe that is for me to ask. But you're right, but not today. Well, we're a 1,000-year-old grandpa who probably takes on everything.
No point
but, yeah.
trying to change your mind.
The tiny smile. Fist pound with
I'm
my
counting
tiny
on you.
glove. Bros. Mommy. What? I didn't say anything. Anyways. Alright. Let's go. How are we going to fight this lady? Lone, have you done this mission? Do you know if we're
One
getting
syndicate
close?
said that was only one part of it. Grin Ellen with her catalyst was also able to defense Shred, create a field that does ice dot and shred ice res, and allow her to do her skill at no cost, etc.
Yeah, sorry, that was it. To me, I guess, like, they have an opportunity. Yeah, it's hard to say, because, like, I guess there's two perspectives. One, I would have thought that the reason why they're doing this is because of a business angle.
Swift and
like, the
resolute.
reason why they're, enabling, like, they're like, hey...
Gnawing Fetus said they already made their horse armor for this game. I wouldn't count on actual DLC.
Yeah, probably. Probably. But to Lone, I was going to say, I think one of the, like, marketing money-driven decisions in tied with, like, revamping other characters is I have the inclination that I feel like they seen that, like, oh, we're going to do Evelyn alongside the new character that's like a defender or something, and I bet they seen that, like, nobody fucking even looked at the other banner. Like, it's like they're getting such bad, like, traffic that it's just basically like a wash to even do the side and side, just because most people know that, like, there's some pretty decent powers drop. But they're like, oh, we could make more money if we basically coincided, like, a support or a defender type character that doesn't really provide much, like, utility as far as damage or something like that, and then we revamp this other character in a specific way. So I guess there's two ways you could go about it. But, like, oh, maybe they're just gonna, like, take Ellen and give her these intrinsic, like, ice shred buffs and stuff like that, so that she's, like, a useful supporter. But in the same respect, to me, there's also another way you could go about it where, like, you're like, oh, what if we make the kit different enough, like, refreshing almost, like completely revamp the entire thing to make it so that, like, the character fundamentally plays differently, you know? Like, there's two options where you just basically, like, do a little bit of a scaling number adjustment to where, like, oh yeah, now she's kind of still comparable or, like, at least better. And then there's like, oh, well, we made them function significantly differently to where they're just, like, way more interesting to play, you know? I don't know which one they'll do. I tend to think the one that's more different, like, adds a bunch of shit rather than just, like, cause like the things like elemental shred, I think they matter, but they don't, like, make me want to play Ellen again necessarily, you know. Maybe they do, I guess. I guess it depends. For Ellen, I just really like the character, but I think if I put another character there, I'd be like, I don't really care about that. That character is enough to be like, yeah, I'll go play him more. This is this, yes, yes.
Efficiency above all.
Efficiency above all. All that.
The wind is stronger than before.
Again.
Again. Stay behind.
Got it. Put me in, Cap.
Keep alert.
This is where you just walk, have a nice little walk with Zani, and just hear about some story vibes, you know? As Rover, I feel like emasculated. I can't do fucking nothing for her, etc. This is the weird mommy relationship, I guess.
Flufferkin said
yeah.
armed and dangerous.
Armed and dangerous. Who says that again? Who says, is that, what? What is it? I'm blanking out. Who's armed and dangerous? Bucky, yeah. What am I about to say? Have you guys heard all the weird, like, not leaks, it's like people's thoughts on, like, the new seasons of Marvel Rivals, where people are just complaining really hard about, like, Kung Fu Guy and Captain America, which apparently is pretty shitty. Not to mention all the weird support buff shit that people are support striking stuff that's happening. What a mess. That's something we could talk about when we get into, like, the hang-up part of the stream.
Said, I do like the catalyst for Corrin, so if they add that to her base kit, she'll play completely different.
Yeah, see, like, that to me is much more interesting. Something like takes a character and revamps them. I definitely need to do that with some of the 4 stars, because they just seem like really not as good, you know, as the 5 stars that we talked about.
No worries. I've got this.
Ooh, that's terrifying. Ooh, fuck that. How has this pipe survived for so long with this level of like barraging of yeah, but I guess it's like 6 inches of steel, some crazy shit. She's just gonna smash into it. Is this her moment? No, it's still a dialogue tree thing because we can auto it, so probably not. What will happen? I thought she was going to shove us. Why would it now be starting to break and not before? Maybe they're uptaking the voltage? Rover,
Watch out!
you're an idiot. You should. There we go. Finally. Even then, that's stupid. It's your fault, Rover. You're a mess. Parried. Badass. Did she kick it? Oh no, she jams it to get a little gap in the thing to go after them. Okay, are we falling? No. We land. I'm gonna guess Rover is like on the ground and she's on his chest. Zani? Nope, we got her.
Keep Colleen back there.
Ooh, bunch of we're dead friends. Dead friends on the ground.
What is it?
Rover, you have one job, buddy.
Still breathing.
Still breathing.
Lone Syndicate said, yo, I've been hearing about the support strike in Rivals all week, and it's crazy no one wants to play Support 1, because it's kinda boring too, with how they changed the way points are awarded in rank.
Yeah, the main thing I thought was the points awarded, etc. There's also weird things where like there's another conversation happening right now. So there's two conversations. One is like the support, like the point system is shitty. The other thing is that they buffed dive with Cap and Iron Fist, to where supports like they feel like they have very little time to react to anything. But it's I don't know, man. I guess I don't play support, so I can't really contribute to any of the conversations here. But like to me, I always thought supports could like that's one of the bonuses that people mentioned about Marvel Rivals is supports could actually like kill stuff. Like you could actually get a headshot. You could outside of killing stuff, you could also provide a shit ton of value about healing and debuffing and stuff like that. So the fact that their solution is now to make, and this is what they kind of did, they massively buffed some of the supports. The one that I actually thought was like a perfect patch was for Adam Warlock, which Adam Warlock. Now has the thing where like the more headshots you get, the more you decrease the timer of your snaps. So you can like headshot, snap, headshot, snap. So he kind of can defend against dive against himself and actually others if he can line up the headshots really consistently. So it just kind of leans more into what his kit it already is, which is like a hyper DPS support kind of thing.
What's she doing over there?
You can come over now.
Just want to make sure your friends were dead. Scar your whole situation, life. Nice boots. Simple but nice. Oh, she got little tears.
They've all been thrown down here. Still breathing, but they need immediate...
I'm about to say, they dropped like a fucking 1,000 feet. What are you talking about?
I should have known.
Is that... little Colleen?
Hubert!
Run! They said.
What if he leaned in for a kiss and just got really weird? Oh god!
To deal with us before everyone.
She's
left.
1,000 years old. Actually, it's still weird. I don't like it. A real creepo old man. Brutal. Yeah, something I wouldn't mind talking to you guys about because to me the whole Marvel Rival thing, I don't know, like the. People are saying nerf Cap, which I'll be the first one to say, like, the last thing I thought they should have done with Cap is be like, let's give the guy that is, like, incredibly has insane mobility and survivability, let's give him more survivability and mobility. Instead of, like, maybe we should give him some, like, more damage against tanks or something so that he can do something else besides just punch the fuck out of
rune
sports.
While you can. Yerg.
Run while you can. Yar. You move the injured into the higher ground where Colleen administers emergency aid to them. It's filling up.
Lone Syndicate said the thing is Grin dive is kinda too good, like yeah, as a Luna I hit the freeze on the Iron Fist, but doesn't matter much when there's a Venom and Spidey right after him.
Yeah. Well, so this is the thing that's tough, is that like people, like the thing is that there's also what's that? This is why I wanted to wait to talk about this when we're doing the hangout, because it's kind of hard to make a cohesive thought. But I was gonna say there are characters that like punish dive. Like there is Namor. The issue is that people can also ban characters, so you can just ban the character that like you're like that counter you essentially. So like you could have Namor, you could have Penny, etc. And arguably, like it's funny because there's always going to be this thing that I think exists within hero shooters where there's characters.
McFlupperkins said people refusing to play supports. Sounds like competitive
every
games
competitive game ever. Yeah. But I think it's hilarious because like how it's so crazy how like the medium has completely changed. Or like in like if you were fast like rewind a couple months ago, everyone was saying, I think everybody was saying, was like supports have way too much power. Like the fact that they can just like dump an alt and like the whole game just stops for 15 seconds is shitty. Like it feels like yes, I'm not saying they shouldn't have like powerful ults, but it's they're getting them quite quickly to where it feels like you're just constantly having to chunk through this health or just wait. So that's not the greatest solution. Again, I think you should be able to heal, but the fact that you have like a mass AoE heal that basically just blankets an entire area, that's tough. I think it'd be cool if it was like an empower effect where like the healer gets hyper powerful and then she get like crazy heal, but she's still limited by her like her mouse sense and being able to like tap heads or bodies. Something like that would be kind of like still where like high skill ceiling players could still thrive, but like it wouldn't just be something as simple as like every character could do this and every character expects to have that on the team. But what was I gonna say? I was saying something before all that, but oh, that's what I was gonna say. Like there are characters that like counter dive. The issue is that everybody's selfish at their very core, so that most people don't want to not play the characters they'd like. So like for the longest time, people were like, Penny's fucking garbage. We hate pennies. Pennies are the worst. People were saying same from like in the very beginning, very beginning. People didn't like Namor, and then they found out, holy fuck, Namor is like, well, Namor is fucking great across the board. Penny's also gotten much better, but it's also you still have the thing that most people don't want to spend. People don't want to play Penny or people don't want to play Namor. So then they extrapolates the like anti-dive meta, and also this is the other thing, man. People, and I know this better than anybody, people are always subject to their own weakness. Meaning, like, people, like, sometimes people are like, fine, I'll play Penny. And they fucking just feed. They just dive in there, not realizing that Penny isn't played that way. Your whole job is not to, like, as a tank of his Penny, is to basically protect your backline, throw mines, and, like, kind of keep people safe and be like a damage sponge, and try to, like, stun the person that's diving on your tank. Now, the way where supports I do think I have a very good argument for is there are some characters that do so much damage so fast that it feels like you can't even react. And instead you got to play like it's the opposite. Like whereas people would sometimes argue that supports are more about like it's more of a laid back-ish experience. Whereas like yeah, and I think that's probably not the fairest statement ever. But let's just say that is the case. There's instances where like the only way that you're able to like beat a 3 stack of like Venom, Spidey, and fucking what is it called? Captain America, or mainly the one I know is Iron Fist. The only way to like counter him is to like again, you could like if you get anyone who's ever died to a really good Black Panther will tell you can die in like seconds as like a person who has low HP, and like there's a feeling of like how could I even react to that kind of feeling. So that's, I think, an argument that they have a pretty good thing, but that kind of gives you an argument to like, and I honestly hate this because this is the hardest thing about like the characters I play, is like it's so demoralizing when you're beating the shit out of like a support and you're like working for it so hard and you've been playing the backline, you finally have a moment where you've kind of gotten past the backline, etc. And then like in the past, I think they've nerfed this ability, but like the healer lady could just put down a healing orb. And you basically be well fucked. Now, this is also on me just as a person who's not very good at the game. I probably could walk away or run away, wait till that ability comes off on cooldown, and then jump back on her and kill her. But of course, most people are stupid and they're going to be bloodthirsty and they're going to keep trying to get whatever they can. So yeah, but like to me, I think that'd be at least a better way to buff them rather than this thing of like they're trying to make supports also DPSs. And I think that gets weird because supports are just kind of becoming like a fucking amazing Swiss Army knife. Like, I think there's such a massive reason to play, if you have decent aim, to play Adam Warlock. Like, you can provide so much healing. You have a massive stun, or a massive resistance thing, which is on a massive cooldown. But now you actually have like fucking wild accuracy, with decent damage, and now a fuck ton of healing if you can hit your shots, which is how the character functions anyway. That's a really strong character. And it's like, why would you play insert what's her name, Hela, when you could play Adam Warlock, provide so much more fucking value with your healing constantly, and also revive your entire teammates, and also basically have like an alt charge that basically, or a ability that's yes on a long cooldown, but basically can like carpet bomb and make sure you can survive certain alts. So like within one change, they made Adam Warlock significantly good, and I think Adam Warlock deserved that change because he was just one of the more underpicked characters, I think. But that's kind of what, like, I don't know if the best choice was like, hey, let's just make supports more DPS, because I maybe it's for the best, but I think that's I don't feel like that's gonna have an effect that's gonna be harder than nothing, or more than nothing.
Anymore. It's not so bad. Lying here. Easier than getting up and finding out. Life here hasn't been easy.
It's easier to give up than to try.
If it weren't for Talos, you'd already be long gone from this place. Oh, you passed the Vault's hiring test. It was those thugs that forced you back.
Oh. Ooh, but she's here. He's dropping.
Oh, it's always the same. One Talos goes, then another takes his place.
This is where Zani's gonna be like, I'm gonna be the new Talos.
Another one.
Leave this place. Oh, you deserve a stable home.
Sweet old man, Herbert. The most old man name ever.
I'm Zani, from Averardo Vault.
That's where little Colleen was supposed to go.
Yes. It was Miss Colleen who reached out to us. That's why we're here. According to the Employee Manual, Protocol 8, we are obligated to help members with any problems they run into while onboarding.
That's cute.
Since Miss Colleen passed the assessment, but can't begin her duties because of outside factors,
That's so cute.
we're required to activate Protocol 8 and help her solve the issue at hand.
Miss Zani.
Oh.
Little Colleen, is this true?
Yeah, it is. Miss Zani is incredible. She could flip over a gondola with one finger if she wanted. She showed us some wild stuff during the assessment.
But Talos' echo is not something to be taken lightly.
I'll be there too.
That's right. The laureate is here too. You missed it before. He took down Cetus the tiebreaker single-handedly. Sent it right back where it belonged. Even stronger than the blazing Nightwalker.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
They're really good at telling stories. They're getting much better at this. I mean, it's nothing like a fucking, what's her name, Camellia? Ugh, this is much nicer.
Colleen, I'm leaving.
But you
this
get to
in
see
your
the
hands.
character that she has about like, hey, not only will I go on my way to help you, but also I'll cover for you, which is really sweet.
Use my terminal to contact the Montellis and get them here.
Hell yes.
You'll be able to track their location with it as well. Rover, looks like I'll have to go back on what I said. I was planning to do just enough to get it done.
We're going overboard.
But now, I've got no choice but to go all in.
Like a great man once said, rip and tear until it's done. That doesn't imply moderation. Okay? Not one bit. Let us go. Is there a chest in here that I missed? Probably, but fuck it. Wait. That's where Colleen is. Well, fuck it. Who cares? Who needs the gems? Well, we
Let's
do.
get
But
out of here.
what is this? Oh no. Activate the drains to spiral column. Release water for the tunnels. Create passageways. I would like to fight the lady. But, shit. No, go back. Sorry, I fucked up. Get me out of here. Leave.
Efficiency, above all.
Do one of these. There we go. Ew, shit water.
Perfect wind to
Big
glide.
yuck. Lower this. Ooh, does it suck up all the water? It does. Leave? Is there more shit that I gotta press? Or do we just keep pushing it down further and further? Was lowering it more an option? Fuck. Rise. No, it's only rise, so...
Efficiency, above all.
No, it's not. Still, yep. Never mind. Oh, when I see. Well, I'm stuck. There. I think we have to rise it up, and then that will reveal like another one below. Now that the water is all steeped out, I guess. Am I wrong? If we bring it up now that the water's gone, they'll be able to get to the one below it. Ah ha ha! Got it. Also, I wonder if what's his name is going to be like for Marvel Rivals. I wonder if the what's his name, the guy, him. I can't think of his name. The guy who has a laser beam arm, a robot, Avengers man. I fucking don't know. I wonder if he is going to be like a counter to some of the dive stuff, because I feel like he seems like he can be a counter to everything. I just don't know how easy it is to break his shield. Or to break his drone, sorry. Like, if you break his drone really easily, then yeah, but if you just throw it on your back line,
back there just
keeps
to make
everybody
them feel
alive.
better?
Lone Syndicate said Ultra.
Also, yeah.
Raid Nate said
Ultra.
Didn't think you'd bother with something like that.
Today is an exception.
If you could just turn into a giant teddy bear, guys, would you? I wonder how it feels to be mostly cotton or whatnot, or a bear.
So, Protocol 8 from the employee manual. You were lying through your teeth, weren't you?
Obviously.
No shit.
Who would do something so thankless and exhausting?
Isn't that what you're doing right now?
Just doing what you've been doing.
Bang.
So.
Shit. Oh no, we got the dialogue for fucking lore, man. All right, now let's crack some heads. Oh. Yeah, but I wonder if Ultraman will be a support counter, or like I'm not sure if it's really gonna function against dive. Man, we do have some dive character, like again, Namor and what's his name? Perhaps that's not what people want.
All yours. All of you at once.
People want a better answer solution.
Don't stand in my way.
Does she do more damage when she's in her like really weird not dog form, but demon form?
That's a wrap.
Swift and resolute.
We think they're like all just chilling here.
No hesitation.
Let me in quickly.
Moment of resonance.
This.
Hopefully this helps.
No, God.
Drop this again. We have this again. I guess. Fuck it. We'll use it. There's no more. Is there chests I'm running by? Probably. I can't be bothered. I just want to fight this big.
Can I ask you for a favor?
Person. What is it?
You want to be the one to take down Talos.
Yes.
All right. You do have an obligation to make sure the family's terminals don't end up in the wrong hands.
Making up the excuse for me, Yeah. I got a score to settle with that fish that slipped the net all those years ago.
Guess that means I gotta see the blazing Nightwalker in action.
Don't you start doing what the Ragunesi do.
Cute. All right. Please tell. Yes, we don't have to wait around. We're just gonna fucking brawl out. Dude, what a beautiful level. Man.
Fine.
Oh, we're going.
Comes with the job, I guess. Come at me.
Hopefully this helps.
Wow, that was fast. Okay. Right, here we go.
Not
Cinema.
yet.
On to the next.
Ooh.
Looking for me? Seems my men have gotten quite the beating from you. That uniform and crest. Are you the dogs the Montelli sent?
Oh!
Anyway, none of that matters.
If she changes into that, that's kind of huge.
Stick to the plan.
Oh. We met someone with more bloodlust than us. It happens to be a demon. What a shock.
I've got this. The rest is on you.
Oh!
Fine. Comes with
Why? Parry! Trying to show you that you can parry things. Boom!
all yours. Reduce to dust.
Oh, chill out. Relax. Parry. Ba 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 ba. Parried again.
Lone Syndicate said we haven't got into the head pat part.
Oh, thank God. That is gonna be peak.
Come at me. Don't stand in my way.
I don't want to cancel our ult, so I'm kind of being conservative with this. They did build her like shit. She's doing like some 7k, when mine's doing 20k, so they did build her horribly. Unlucky, but hey.
Reduce to dust.
Parried again. Freezing time. Is this enough to nail the in the coffin type fight? Let's just do it anyway. Bang. Nope. Okay, we could have done that the whole time. It would not have been a problem. Got it.
Reduce to dust.
Parried. Oh, just chopping down a tree. Da, 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 da.
You just keep relying on that weapon.
If she was a playable character, I think I'd go for her. She looks cool. Also, similar giant build. We love that.
Lone Syndicate said the damage is disgusting. They massacred my girl.
Massacred her. Especially a dagger. I don't know. I like the idea of like a little dagger user instead of these big fuck off weapons as well. Oh my God! Wow, there's a lot of movement, guys. There's a lot of movement. I'm not seeing enough movement. Square, parried. Love this old 2000s. What is it called? Hotkey or whatever? Not hotkey. What is it? Goddamn. God, the cheeks on that. Anyways, QTE. Does she get shish kebabbed? Oh damn. Go ahead, yes! This is my childhood, for better or worse. Bang! So many good thumbnails in there. Also, did you guys know? One sec, I'll ask you guys later. Also, the collar, kind of a whole thing. Woof.
Lone Syndicate said, "Look at that ass shot and booba shot cameraman doing God's work. Somebody give that man."
I would
raise."
say the Fidzex
McFlufferkin
appliers.
said knife, gun, and power armor. Just give me Mark in Z's
Oh yeah,
already.
Mark would be fire. Yeah, we also do have pyre armor.
Quick time action event.
We also quick time. That's what I'm thinking. Quick time. What do you call it? We also do have like technically she is piloting this like mech knight armor ish.
Wait. Oh, the blazing white hair. The scars all over you. No. It can't be.
Guys, this is my fetish. Both of the two people. It's besides the guy, but
That hair. You're the blazing Nightwalker, aren't you? Didn't you disappear years ago?
No wonder she earned that name. The change is quite remarkable.
upgrades, people, upgrades.
Funny. Talos should have disappeared years ago, too.
Also, I like how like this is my type of women. It's just beautiful women. It's just like a very fucking weird thing to say.
Run! Run!
Hey! You damn bastards!
Wow, two normal minions. Look at us. Look at me go.
Wait. Blazing Nightwalker, right?
The effects are
You know
awesome.
how it was back then. You should understand. The strong will always prey on the weak. That will never change. The Black Alley has its own rules, and I am simply following them to keep things running smoothly.
Before you talk about rules, first learn not to make my life harder.
One's goth and one's inverse goth, okay? Also, by God, that's a beautiful shot. Golly.
Look at me.
McFlufferkin said now kiss.
Yeah, I thought the kiss thing was happening too. Also, guys, it happened. We ran out of budget, okay? The best we can do is this still image.
No! Please!
Are they about to shatter our dreams, though, of this being a playable character?
The strong prey on the weak. Isn't that what keeps the Black Alley running? What? Never been on the brink of death? Too weak to beg for mercy? Please.
Lone Syndicate said, I know some people who would kill to be in this situation.
Of course you know them. They're you. Okay.
Shut up. Let me tell you, weakling, if you've lost respect for the law, then fear me instead.
That's some Batman
McFlufferton
shit.
said, technically a live 2D scene. They're equivalent to those wallpaper shots in ZZZ story.
True.
I'll be watching you.
From the shadows, with fear gas.
You can seek revenge, or attempt another comeback. It doesn't matter.
Or we could just snap her neck and be done with it. What are we Batmaning for? Why do we take the bad parts of Batman? Oh, so she can go kill more kids. Okay, what a good idea. Punish her the shit.
You will fail. I will make sure of it.
That goes pretty hard. Give me a crack. Give me... Well, maybe not. I want to play the character. I would like the character to be playable.
Now, what do you say?
I mean, just...
Lone Syndicate said she looks so goddamn good, man. Like she looks so majestic.
Definitely
and
majestic.
Awesome.
I give up. Man. Good stuff. Does she have to... She repair her clothing, probably? Yes. Is she dead?
McFlufferkin said, what do you say? Harder. What? What?
Thanks for the help.
What? I'm sure you'll return the favor one day.
Gnawing Fetus said it's easier to keep someone in line and have them do the grunt work than to do the grunt work yourself.
Yeah, I just feel like, people be... Like, she just leaves her unconscious, and then she's like, hey, I'll go kill your whole family. And then the family dies. And then she's like, I can't even imagine. Why? Why would a person who has done horrible things in the past say one line to me, and I believe them at face value, then go back on their word? It sounds like a weird... Why? Who would have thought? Dead family? They're off to the side. I could not have possibly understood what happened here. It's not my fault. Okay, I will be... maybe prepare me one day. Thumbs up.
The family's people should be here soon.
Is there a reason why she's a time wizard? Horned maiden, yeah? Or is it just like, nah, we're just balling?
Want to slip away before they bombard us with questions?
Where the oh, look, cheeky wink. Where the fuck is my horn pat? Rub? What about the terminal? Or the kid that we just left in the halls?
I've now got a good excuse to ignore my supervisor's calls.
Without a doubt. Not applying for time off right away. Without a doubt. Be chill about it.
Let's be on our way then.
Very cool. Very cool. Characters awesome. All that. Boop.
Windfall profits.
Very nice. And this. Lone, are we close to the head pat? Or is there a whole bunch of talking before that? I have a feeling it might be a whole bunch of talking and, like, you know, putting out the fires. Like, the little girl.
Protecting the rich is not exactly the work I find meaningful. But I get to slack off. Nothing to complain about. Late again.
You're all out of luck.
There's definitely Batman in this whole weird shit. If Batman was a hot woman who also could turn into a demon, I guess. Which I guess he can. That's how Arkham Knight ended. Or City ended. He gets the fear toxin and just pops off and shit. Ooh, there's a spider falling from the ceiling. Big fucking yuck. It's on my keyboard. It's on my keyboard.
Thank you. Have I ever thanked anyone so
Fucking
earnestly
yuck.
before?
Is that her? Oh, so she grew up in the
What was I thinking back then?
the back alley. Got it.
Wishing someone would stand up for me,
Oh.
right?
My God. Sweet heavens.
I'll walk a little longer.
Who are you? Mind your own damn business.
Oh my God, she has horn covers for her hat when she goes to
you
bed.
yesterday?
Horns. What you got me say? That's so effing cute. I don't know what the optics are about that. Keeps him dried out. I don't know.
Have you heard?
He's had a shower. Yeah, probably retain water.
The blazing night walker. How overdone.
She does look like Krampus a little bit.
Time to work again.
I'm thankful I've never had that. Where some people have the memory of like they're getting in bed as their alarm's going off. You're fucking wildin' if you get into that situation.
Anyway, that's the real story behind that ridiculous name.
Huh. So she got strong enough to break that out of the back black alley and then beat everyone to death, maybe. I thought it would be more elaborate story, honestly.
Not everything needs to be turned into some grand tale.
Lone Syndicate said, "Aw, so cute, the little sleep cap for the horns."
That's wild, yeah.
McFlufferkin said many resonators have physical mutations. As for why she's a time demon, might be some deep folklore it's reference to. Spectro having time motifs could be speed of light stuff.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. I was also gonna say, are you not burning out here? Is it like why can't I maintain your form the whole time if this is what we were just running around with you being like this?
In this city, it's mostly the same routine every day. How long can I snooze before I'm late? Which time's best to line up to get a fresh wrap?
Fresh wrap? Ooh, wraps.
How to sleep without lying in bed for hours?
The buttons finally had enough. They're like, we're not fighting anymore.
These little routines are fragile. One bad move and they're gone. But likewise, just one bold move is enough to bring them back.
Lone Syndicate said, "The moment is coming up, Grin."
Let's rock.
Most people got it wrong, slapping that big name on me. It's just part of my routine. Like snoozing, eating, or keeping my hair and horns in check.
Beating the shit out of criminals and comatosing them. So you take down an entire gang, also part of it?
McFlufferkin said she's also her own sleep paralysis
That
demon.
is true. That's probably true. Guys, out of all the weird augments and shit, I
was alone back then.
I think I'd fuck
I
with
didn't
horns.
even bother hiding who I was.
It might be a pain in the ass, actually. Depends on what they were. What kind of horns they are.
And that's when the trouble started to find me. I thought, why wait for it to get worse? Better to finish it quickly.
Pow pow, gotcha.
But of course, I made it worse. Too fast, too soon.
So how did you deal with the back then? Yeah, you killed them first time around.
The Montelli family reached out to me and offered to clean up the mess. Even said they'd back me up in the future.
That was a lie.
So, I changed jobs. The work is the same. No difference. Disappointed?
God, the camera angles in this game are just wild always. Guy's like a savant and he's working on a fucking gotcha game. Honestly, it makes sense. They're making my money, probably pay him well, yeah.
Your instincts come from a good place. A fist might not be as sharp as a blade, but it can still break through deeply rooted problems. And up close, it's gentle enough to protect what's important. So, don't let today bother you.
No, I'm not letting it bother me. Cleaning up simple scum doesn't weigh on me.
So what you said back there
Just reliving some old memories, that's all. But you're right about something. What you said just now applies to you, too.
What?
The difference, though, is that you are a blade. A weapon that can break the cycle.
It's a nice way of saying bloodlust, but yeah.
But you don't seem to realize it.
Well,
seeing you has brought some old feelings back to me.
Cool.
Don't you see? Ever since you helped make the carnival happen, Raguna's been different. Things are busier now. There's more work, more opportunities. I told you before that these routines are fragile. One bad move and they're gone, right? So, a stable environment is the only way to reduce the bad moves. That's the way we get to keep our routines. I tried to do that for a long time, but you're the one who made it happen.
I'm also a person of routine. I quite enjoy routines.
With fewer bad actors on the streets these days, I am increasingly irrelevant.
A Blaze Ignite person is, yeah, eyes, that gotcha.
Perhaps one day, I'll finally be able to sleep through the night.
But you do this to yourself. This is like a self-destructive habit of yours to like fill up your day. So a few nights ago, you were also...
Of course. It was all part of the routine.
Yes.
I've been thinking. It's a relief that someone like you is willing to step up. Your potential is probably beyond what anyone can imagine. Yet, you still insist on being responsible for everything, no matter how big or small.
I don't know what we're like a god or something. I don't know.
Thank you. You've done well.
We get head pats?
Ah, sorry. It's just a habit.
Wow. It's okay. I'll take it if I can return the favor. There it is. Bang.
Okay.
Let me touch those horns. Ha ha ha. Ruffle her hair. No. We gotta touch the horns. They're glowing and shit.
Hey, you didn't say you were going to do that.
What do you mean? How could you not?
By the way, this is for you.
I had like a very weird nothing of a moment. I thought it'd be much more of a moment. Probably, yeah.
It used to be my weapon.
Ooh, brass knuckles. That looks pretty as hell.
You can take it as a token of silence, or as part of an agreement.
An agreement to do just enough to get it done?
Lone Syndicate said lol best part of the whole quest and maybe any quest.
As if I do that. That would just be getting in your way.
McFluffykins said only a pain in the ass for those you headbutt. And then she tells you her horns are erogenous zones.
Are they erogenous zones? What do you mean? Oh, you're just saying that. Yeah. That'd be a weird thing. It's like a hard chitin-y thing, and that's like an I can't say that word, but yeah. A sensitive place. You're like, really? It's a fucking rock. I'll see a headbutting. Oh, so she's just getting off every time she headbutts somebody. You pervert general. Anyways. Well, gang, before we wind into the hangout stream and just talk our ass off for a little bit of the day or whatever, should we? I don't know, man. Should we wish? Or should we just buy the 2 copies with our res?
Lone Syndicate said, if you choose the ruffle, her hair Rover really goes in on it.
Oh, really? Oh, well, maybe we should have chose that. Damn it! Damn. Lone, how much? What's the math on the other thing also? Let's see. Store. Doobity boppity boppity boo. There it is. We don't have enough at all. God damn it. Maybe we'll wish until we have enough. and then we'll make the choice. We need 720. Yeah. Let's do that. Are we by the place? We have to go to the place.
Lone Syndicate said the math on what GRINN.
I had to do the what do you call it? How much resin chunk things we need to get the stuff. What? I give up. I don't know what I'm trying to say. To get 2 copies of her, we'll have to burn all of our material. There we go. We're all over here. There, this is the place. So we need to wish until we have enough shards to do the thing. So we're gonna do impromptu Pebble Gang until we get that. And yeah, how much do we need to spend? I think Lone said 10 pulls still. So hopefully we'll end it with like 6K. If we're lucky. Also, I know it's riveting. You guys watching me wish on single pulls. Listen, man, if we could just get one. If we could win the, also, if we have to win the 50-50. So it's very low likelihood that we'll get it. Yeah, it is extremely unlikely for us to not only get her, but then to win the 50-50, etc. Ooh, what are the weapons? That's kind of nice. Man, I still wish there was a gunner. I did see in Genshin there was a gunner that's coming out, which is kind of neat. I'm like, dang, bad time to not play Genshin, I guess. There we go. Can we keep track of our excess currency? Also, a raid says, man, that was a long. It was quite a long quest. Yeah, a lot of the quest is also just. I don't know. I think if I just wanted to sit down, relax, watch him for a bit, I'd be happier.
Lone Syndicate said, so you need 70. You get 5 from a maxed out character plus 3, so 8 in total. If you get a 5-star, you get 15 plus 30, I think.
Oh, okay. So I might not be. It's all about what you get. Dang it. I really wish they just had an emblem that said hey, this is how much you actually have. I hate the fact that I gotta pay attention to every pull I make to check out the things. Oh, also, I think we have nice. Okay, what was that? We got 5 there. It was not a lot. I wanted to check the thing. I don't think I did the events today. Where is it? Yeah, we got 2 here. We got another 2 here. Dang it, we're so close to getting the other one. We're 2 days away. Perhaps I will save them for the thing, but we're gonna keep wishing. But whenever, we'll just have them in the bank, I guess. But we have 2 wishes. Free-mo, baby. Please. Remind me to catch up on the story. Yeah, man, the story's been good. Again, that's one thing that I have I don't know. I never really felt really connected to the. I shouldn't say I never did. I just when it comes to Genshin. Genshin's story was always kind of neat, but it lost me eventually. If anything, I find the more I play with the more I feel locked into the world, and I want to learn more. You know. Please, Zani. Should we stop at 6? I don't know. It's kind of we're building up pity. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't happen, because we're still building up pity for whenever the next character we go for, which I think is going to be the lady, the elven lady. But you know. One more, Zani, please. I've played every event, but, that's not much.
Lone Syndicate said that was pretty average length quest. I plan on doing it after stream. And correct, you only get the special dust from characters and 4-star weapons.
Characters and 4-star weapons? How much do I have now? Do we have even remotely enough? Or is this all just in vain? Event. Nope, what are we doing? Shop. This is this. We have gained... I would assume...
Catman 11,234 said the motherfucking GRINN.
The motherfucking
Sorry
cat.
I'm late, man.
It's all good.
I passed out napping about 3 hours ago, and I've awoken in a puddle of sweat to the stream notif.
Yikes. You're sweating your butt. Why? What happened? Why are you sweating so much? What's happened with that? Also, we had a great time. You missed Zani's quest chain. It was a good time. But we did miss you, Cat. Also, where the hell is... I just seen the thing. Oh, there. I'm blind. I don't know why I'm so fucking the worst. We have not enough at all. Yikes. So we might...
McFlufferkin said you got 11 on top of the 650 you had before.
Yeah, nothing. Basically nothing. Our only hope is...
since you've gotten mostly 3-star weapons, you got barely anything.
Yeah. We're not lucking out at all. I don't want to go to 5. I don't want to go down to 5K. Oh, please be a character. It's a weapon. Fucking kill me. Damn it. Oh. I think I'll just fucking swing it. Nah, we gotta go to single player still. I'm sorry. We're gonna go down to 5 and then just... I don't know. I'll play it by ear. Sonny, please. If you can just get 1 copy, then we can get the other one. But then we still gotta win the 50s. That's probably... I'm barking up a tree at this point. We gotta get wild lucky. Now, granted, Withering Waves has always taken care of me, but perhaps asking for another copy of a character is taking care of you just a little too much. Just a little too much. This. It's like 80 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what your weird wizardry language means. But yeah. Worst part about it is I don't even know ours. I'm so... it's one of the few things I just can't convert in my mind.
I couldn't even tell you what your pity is, GRINN.
I couldn't... I know, me neither. It's one of those things where it's like, I've been doing it every day for a little bit. Which one loan is the pity? Is the pitch? Ooh! Oh, we got a character finally! 3. Okay, it's the same thing. 3. Yeah, it's the same thing for each thing. Where do I see this loan? Like the history. Is it this? The hourglass moment? Loading. 1, 2, 3. I wish it's updated, not in a fucking millennia, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck it. I just gotta gauge this by year a little bit. I don't think we did enough. 9 pages till we got one lady. This is our last pull. Kind of, a little bit. It's kind of hard to... Well, we have 3 left over when we get to a couple days. Anyways. Boom.
McFlufferkin said it's a simple pet peeve of mine, but I hate how battle axes are 2-handers and war axes are 1-handers. Battles are shorter than wars. Face purple crying.
What?
Nine Fetus said think 30-ish, see I think? Very rough napkin brain math.
Very rough. Okay, 30? Okay, so yeah, we're not even... It's not particularly close. Yikesy. But anyways. Yeah, we're at 167, so it's probably looking like we may only get 1 copy, which we probably will still do if we don't get anything. But worst case scenario, if we lose the 50-50, we guarantee for next time. That's the most copium statement ever. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let us move over to our Hangout stream. Even though we've already...
Lone Syndicate said you only get 5 if a character is max con. Since Lumi isn't max, you only got 3. Also, we are said to get 22k Astrite this patch, so do with that info as you will, GRINN.
22k? Okay, so maybe we'll just raw dog it. We'll just dump all of our goddamn material into that. Let us see. Also, what is this? Oblivion Remastered Deluxe lets you summon a Goth Dremora GF? What? Well, shit. That's a waste that I didn't pick that. What are we doing? We are going to this. Go to this, I guess. We'll also open up that just for funsies. And then we will open... Shut up, Randy. Shut the fuck up. We'll also do one of these. We'll also open up pinned stuff. What is this? Lords of the Fallen? That should be fun. Pick that up. Boom.
Lone Syndicate said I am excited for the Hangout since I upload a bunch of reels to the tab.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll check out some of that too as well. We'll probably will get some stuff, but we're just want to hang out and talk for a little bit. But in the meantime, I do have other gameplay up here, but we'll just have this off in the background for right now. I'll be right back, guys. Watching. Piss carry go up. Alrighty. Oh, man. Oh, man. Also, is this footage that we've
McFlufferkin
seen?
said, I realize they only truly showcase Vex the Siren's kit to a decent degree. Still not sure how each tree will differ for Rafa, let alone Moon Boots and Viking.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the thing about, like, to me, the one thing I'm most curious about is, like, I don't know, like, the thing that I'm the most curious about is the, what's it called? They replaced, like, the grenade system with, like, an ordnance system. And even when you look at, like, the summoner lady, her, like, capstone that we were able to see is that it replaces her, like, she basically does, like, an AoE damage that does ordnate damage. Now, does ordnate damage mean that, like, it takes this, that, like, the damage that you deal based on your ordnate weapon, and then it applies that to your summon, your, like, cat things, like, AoE? Like, that to me could be pretty powerful, but that at this point, that's my only thing that I'm a little worried about. Like, everything about the game, I'm like, this looks like a lot of cool stuff has changed in the positive direction. I'm excited for a lot of this stuff. I'm in. I'm locked in. But the only thing I'm worried about is I do think, well, it feels like we're kind of going forward with skill trees and then kind of backwards in some respect too. So, like, we're going forward in the sense that there's, like, I'm not sure if you guys pay attention to any of the videos that people uploaded about Borderlands, but basically we have, like, an exorbitant amount of skills now. Like, so many things to invest in. So normally I think there was like 62 or something like that skills within a skill tree in Borderlands. And now we're in just an insane amount of that. Also, you just missed us playing Wither Waves GT. Sorry for, for faking out like that. But I was going to say, yeah, so there used to be like 60 skill trees or skills in one like panel. And now there's over like 150 or 160, like just an insane amount. But you're only able to equip 3 like augmentations or mutations, you know what I mean? So it's not that like theoretically you'll have more like things that are like buffing up kill skill. Like kill skills don't look like they're going to be augments. But it's kind of, I don't know, to me, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to look through the skill trees, I'm going to find like 2 skills, and I'm like, dude, if only those could be like synergized together. And maybe that's what they do like later down the line. They finally let you have like 2 augments when you're at DLC 6 or whatever the fuck they do, because that's usually how they work, is they kind of try to like revamp the excitement of the skill trees by implying something. But that's usually like way down the line. Again, we also had it kind of like pseudo-confirmed via leak of Epic Games that we are getting DLC Vault Hunters now, which is really cool. Again, I'm not going to say like, why didn't we have it in 3, but why didn't we have it in 3? Anyways, but yeah, I'm happy that that's back. That's really huge. And yeah, I am over the moon. Also, GT says, did you peep the weapon trailer, Grin? It's gone. It's gonna be a good AF. Which one? Of what? Passed out right after the shower. I barely woke up. You good? Did you peep the weapon trailer? What do you mean weapon trailer? The weapon trailer is like Withering, or in this game? In Borderlands? What we talking about? I can never tell with you, GT, because sometimes it's always about Wither Wave. Also, Nong says, think 30-ish. Yeah, for the math of the thing, that you're trying to help me grind through that. You crush my dreams.
McFlufferkin said it's GT. It's always
it could be always Woo, but we never know. Maybe GT's like, there's a new game I'm playing, but although...
GTID said, I read the leaked script for it, and it's gone get crazy after the second act.
Oh, for the weapon? No, it's a movie. It's a movie called The Weapon? It's a horror movie. Oh, fuck that. Fuck that so hard, man. I ain't about that. I did see that the Raka, like, they make horror movies now. And Weapons is called. Huh. What's it about? I love horror movie. Yeah, GT, I ain't about that life. I'm terrified. I'm not trying to feed my mind demons, okay, for it to torment me with when I go to bed. I ain't happening with me. No. How about that? Y'all out here watching horror films like life's not hard enough. Okay. But yeah, man, what do you call it? I seen that Raka had a new horror movie coming out. It's so weird that those guys are like horror aficionados, weird like high art horror movies. Wild. Also, Crazy says, "Oh, Borderlands 4, yeah, man, are you excited, Crazy?" I'm way more excited now that I've seen it. I think that a lot of the changes to me seem awesome. I will say, I'm seeing people say shit that I don't quite agree with sometimes. Like people saying stuff like, I don't know if I love that like they're taking away like save quitting for like summoning bosses. Because it's such a core part of Borderlands. I'm like, bullshit, man. It takes a fucking long time. It's like hard on your fucking software, probably having to re-instance this thing constantly. Let me hit a button and just summon it again. Like it's this is a part of nostalgia that I do not want to keep. And then the other thing was people saying, and this is the thing I kind of really push back against. A person was saying that I don't know if I like the idea that there's going to be so much more RNG now that every weapon could theoretically drop with like 4 random stats that could like make the weapon shit or not. I think, like, to me, maybe it's wrong. And they also said that, like, think of how hard it's going to be not only just to get a legendary drop.
Said they're literally letting you hit a button to resummon bosses, though.
Yeah. No. He was saying that, like, we shouldn't. We shouldn't let that happen because it's like a classic thing within Borderlands nostalgia that like that's a part of the thing. So he wanted to keep that, like, that's a holy grail of Borderlands, and I thought this is just annoying. Like this is something that doesn't help the game. Like I'm fine with this being improved finally over time. But they were saying that can you imagine how hard it's going to be getting a legendary to drop and also the 4 stats on your like as a good roll. But to me, that's the thing. That's what like made it special.
ETIG said, I'm still waiting on Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah, it's still patiently waiting, man. You're gonna be waiting for a long time, man. I haven't heard nothing about that game. That's one of those games that comes out, it hits, people upload videos crying, and then I hear about it nothing for like 10 years, and I'm like, shit, y'all are in purgatory a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. To me, I think that's what the game needs. Like, instead of just being showered with 1,000 legendaries with like a bunch of random shit, it's kind of nice. Like, but it's all about balance. I should be clear about saying that. Like, if you need a fucking legendary weapon with all the extra shit, like perfect stats to be like good, then no, it's a poorly balanced game. But hopefully, when you have like, this is the thing I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that if you do have like the stars align and you got like a giga broken fucking legendary, it should be gross. It should like melt shit like fast as hell. It shouldn't be this like, well, it kind of just applies a dot that does no fire damage unless you have a very particular build that like massively 10x's it. And if you're playing on OP level 10, then it's basically doing nothing. I'm hoping for less of that. My throat. Ow. But yeah. Right now, though, I wanted to poll the chat. For people who are interested in Borderlands, which character are you interested in playing right now? I want to say Amara, and I am. I think like pet class would be very cool, but I think, like, if I'm honest with myself, I've always bet on pet classes every single Borderlands. Vex, what do you mean?
McFlufferkin said, I feel like the save quit method will still work.
Oh, yeah.
But they wanted to give us a way to farm bosses and missions without breaking the flow.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's probably true. You probably could auto do it yourself. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, probably. Yeah, that's a amazing way to put it. The Siren. Okay, you're interested in the Siren now. Vex is the Siren. Okay, guys, so you're interested in the Siren right now. Gotcha. For me, I was gonna say I in every single Borderlands, I've always.
Fetus said Siren, as always.
I was about to say everyone. Is it because of Siren, or is it because it's the one that we know the most about and the shit's crazy? Let me ask you a better question. What would another character have to make you go, I'll put the Siren back and I'll go for another one, a different one? But like I was saying, no matter every Borderlands I ever play, I've always played the pet class. I played Mordecai. I've played Borderlands 2. I first played Zero because I wanted to try melee, but then I tried Gage. Ultimately, I ended up falling in love with Krieg. Yeah. In Borderlands 3, I played Flak predominantly. But in every single game, do you guys want to know who's my favorite characters across the board? Probably not. I'm nobody. Why would you care?
But Rapper for me, but I've always played the operative type role.
Yeah, like
Mordecai,
Zero,
Athena, Zane, and now Rafa.
Okay, yeah. It always makes sense. The operative, yeah. But I was gonna say, for me, in Borderlands 1, my favorite character, my favorite build is the Blaster Master build for Brick. It's fucking so fun. If I could give it to anyone to go back and replay that first game, it's such a fun build. Even just to like have fun for an hour, it's the best. My favorite build in Borderlands 2, of course, is Krieg with any explosion build. My favorite build in Borderlands 3, surprise, surprise, is Moe's with any explosive build possible. So I just like explosive builds or grenade builds of any kind. So I'm kind of going to maybe do that. I think that's probably for the best. So I'm going to keep an eye on everyone's skill tree, see what everyone's doing. And I think I'm going to try to do that, which I think honestly kind of weirdly means I'm going to be an ordnate build. So who do you think has the highest likelihood to have an ordnate build? I think it's got to be the operative. Or the girl with the giant backpack, maybe. Honestly, the girl with the giant backpack, I don't even know what the fuck she's about. I think she's like a support character, but she certainly has like a skill or a class that like one of her skill trees can't just be support, right? Like one of her skill tree has to be support, but the other one probably is just something else.
Lone Syndicate said I have some interest in Rafa as well because the dual blades look cool, and Siren because she speaks to my inner edge lord and is always I'm her play and build all the character and
I'm about to say you're just gonna go be glutton. I mean, for sure. I also will say that I don't think there's gonna be a new game plus exactly. Like people are saying that like because we can replay missions like the entire story essentially through like this weird Moxie reload thing. Does that mean no true Vault Hunter mode? Like no replay? Like no having to like replay the whole campaign again on your base character just to get to like endgame? That'd be huge. But also people say that the leveling system may be different because there is such a stupidly high amount of skills to buy. So like we may not have level 60, we may have like level 120.
McFlufferkin said one of the Moon Boots abilities sorta looked like a special ordnance weapon, but they showed her with a non-siren version of Phase Lock. So she can be a crowd controller.
Yeah. She's the one that I'm the most curious about because she looks like the most like techno, weird kind of vibe. Like she like the other guy, Operative, looks like an assassin-esque character that has like various fun things that you can mess with. But she looks like she's kind of like a gadget person, which to me would lean her to be a like a grenade or ordnate-based character, you know. But we'll have to see. And watch this be the fucking first Borderlands where the blaster shit, the explosive builds are ass, and the pet classes is OP. Watch it be the case, and I'm gonna buy it. Okay, or I'll do what I did in Borderlands 2 or 3, and I'll just fucking jump ship and be like, you know, I'm gonna try Moe's, and never look back. Never play back.
Viking might be an elementalist this time around. Fire and ice with those axes at least. We haven't seen a lot more for him yet.
So this is the thing. This is also the thing that makes it like all the characters to me are kind of interesting. Like same thing with the Viking. Like I love the idea of playing like a melee or like Krieg. And because like Randy Pitchford is having to eat so much of his words, I'm hoping with the DLC characters not being viable or not being working, and then have them making the whole DLCs based around the DLC characters as well as having them now in the sequel. I'm really hoping that like the thing that they always said, which like, oh, you know, it's a gun game. Why would you want to run around melee? And then you look at like one of the most played characters is fucking Krieg, and it's Krieg's like melee build because it just I'm like, what do you mean? If all the game is guns, then there's the most unique thing is not using guns. Like, why also did you make fucking Zero? Why did you make Athena? Like, melee is always gonna be something that people want to fuck with. So I hope that they make like a Berserker mode with the guy, and I hope it's not like fucking Wonderlands, because Wonderlands was pretty shitty as far as like the melee builds. Like even like the giant smash, jump up in the air and like smash down is kind of okay. I hope it's like a fun, silly build. The only thing that sucks is that like to me it would be cool if you had like 2 fucking weapons and you could just start hacking things apart. But unfortunately, I think that's the one of the builds that we know is that the guy can like summon the big bionic Viking guy can summon 2 throwing axes and chuck both of them, which maybe he has like charges so he can like do that 4 or 5 times, something like that. But I'm hoping that he can like fucking. I don't know what his other abilities will be. I'm really hoping not one of them aren't just like a ground pound.
Said the 3
I'm sick of that.
Seem like they're designed to have almost full investment this time around, rather than mixing trees that make a form of hybrid. Also seems like we get points per active tree.
Okay. What do you mean points per active tree? Also, what do you call Crazy says, yeah, flax, yeah. Even in like, I mean, I don't know, man. The only like, you know what's hilarious, Crazy? To me, do you know what the best pet build in all of Gearbox has been, of like all of the Borderlands, let's just say, not Battleborn. Do you know what the best pet class has? As a person who's played like the pet character in every game, I can tell you, it's Moe's. It's Moe's not only because you have a fucking like a giant nuke buster mech, which you can get out of and use, but if you use Moe's Blaster Master build, where she has summoning heat-seeking grenades that can phase through walls and just fucking bombard people constantly. That's the best, like, pet class.
Said that each character will have 3 primary playstyles, plus 3 branches per tree after the midway point, 3 capstones, and 9 augments per tree.
Okay. Yeah, but I was gonna say, even if you just took like a little squiggly face and put like a little dumb face on the grenades, they're popping off more than anything. Yeah, Iron Cup to me is like, I kind of mean that, but I mostly mean like, that's the idea of where like a thing works the best. Like if you're gonna do a pet class, make them phase through walls, make them not like an entity, and if it is, let them spawn shit that phases through walls so that you don't have to constantly like walk your ass over. Like this was the problem with Flak, where 90% of shit he had to walk to the enemy, and the pathing is so fucking crazy in these games. It's such a vertical map and shit. They get caught on everything. It's a terrible idea. Let them be like a floating entity that just fucking bombs shit, like just dives at shit. That's why Mordecai worked. That's why Flak's racks were like one of his best abilities, even. Anyways, let me think about what Fluff was saying. Fluff says, so each character will have 3 primary playstyles, yeah, like ways you can spec, skill trees, plus 3 branches per tree. Yeah. Actually, I didn't think about that. That's quite a lot. After the midway point, 3 capstones,
so
9
Siren has a
augments per
flak-like
tree.
constant pet option, a caster tree, and the third might be the Reaper projection.
Yeah, the Reaper projection. That's the only thing we haven't seen, but that could be a capstone, but especially in the pet class. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like an augment that said, like, yeah, we're taking away your like tire thing, and now we're making like a Reaper. But the Reaper's also kind of, yeah. Actually, you know what I think? I think that it's not. I think that, you know how, because like the Reaper class, she, like, if you think about the other skill tree that we know the Siren has, which is like she summons like giant angel wings, and starts like burning a bunch of slag or whatever stuff around her. I could see that being a capstone where like when you activate that, you also summon like a copy of yourself with a scythe that roams around and kills shit. So I can also see that being it, like, because they didn't really show us like a capstone that's like, whoa, like that's changes. It kind of just made it so that like, yeah, your pet has like an AoE now, and it scales up a different metric.
Gage's bot did that.
Yeah.
Phased through all enemies and environments.
Exactly. Yeah. But the only thing that is shitty about that one is that they just didn't scale the damage. But ultimately, I think if Gage's damage, like the bot was scaled appropriately, she'd fucking
said,
rip.
while Rafa looks like he has a melee spin to win action skill.
Yeah, I see that too.
But he may get shoulder guns, sort of like Zane's cannon, as a more quick.
Yeah, I think there's a clip that shows that, like where he summons a shoulder cannon off the side of his thing. I wonder if that's going to be counted as an ordinate damage, because it's weird that a lot of the skill trees are calling out ordinate damage specifically. So I wonder if that's like the way they're building stuff out. But yeah, also, yeah, this is the character that, like, they show us being support-based, but I fucking hate, a lot of people like phase lock. I hate phase lock. I hate it. In every game. Yeah, see, that's like a hint at his, yeah, see, right, yeah, they do show it. They do show that he has, like, these 2 giant, ion cannons that, like, follow him, which honestly was amazing in, for Zane. Not for Zane, sorry. For Zane too, but I mostly think about it from as Wilhelm. Wilhelm had some cool shit as well. But right there's ion cannon stuff. Okay, so that looks like the axe guy.
G-Red said phase lock is boring.
Yes, I agree. Phase lock was to me always just like, what? Why? What a waste. Same thing. Dude, most of Amara's shit was just awful. Like, you jump up in the air, you do like a wave of damage, and it just does nothing. Or if it does, it's just what, it's like an action skill. It's on like a 30-second cooldown, so you can barely spam it and shit. It's, yeah. What a waste. Shoot me. Yeah, it looks so good, dude. That looks like a whole ass thing. There's so many screenshots here that I can't even absorb. Right? Here. Look at that beautiful man. That's the cyber guy, which honestly, maybe the cyber guy, that actually kind of makes sense. The cyber guy being like heavily ordnance based, because he's just like, you kind of need to be a giant motherfucker to hold these giant weapons.
said Rafa definitely has echoes of Wilhelm and Zane. I'm definitely looking forward to him.
Yeah.
Moon Boots might be my second choice, as I'd like to know more about her kit.
Catman 11,234 said the Viking axe guy might be someone I play. Gives me Berserker
Yeah,
vibes.
Berserker. I wonder if they're gonna split the difference, where like this lady, the supporter person, is gonna be like grenader based, and then he's gonna be ordnance weapon based. Because it makes sense that like it would be kind of weird if you have like one of these other tiny characters holding a fucking giant railgun weapon like this, where the big guy with a supportive like strength arm. It would kind of make sense that would help. Yeah, that's very cool. Anyways. Also, he just looks kind of like a unit. He does look like he has some built-in like movement abilities though, because he has like a thruster on his back hip, or back of his rib cage. I hope that's the case, man. I hope the pet class just eats people alive. Okay, so he does look like he also has I don't love that. He has like a giant smash. That shit better be on like a 3-second cooldown. Just be a nice, fun thing to throw in the attack combination. Yeah, we definitely know the least about the one girl and Zane. Oh, no, we know a decent amount about Zane.
G-Red said I'll be playing Vex for sure. Sadly, at least based on what I've seen so far, I don't like the other hunters.
No? None of them strike your fancy?
Catman 11,234 said, though I've always enjoyed high-caliber weapons, so perhaps any character focused on letting me use the ordnance system more would be fun.
Yeah, I think it's a toss-up between these two. It could be him, but I feel like he's much more ability-based. Like, even just the look of him looks like he's much more ability-based. Like, I feel like his unit utility is going to be like doing a spiral with like summoned blades, or having like these giant cannons on his arm, which are all ability things, rather than like, I'm going to take all of insert weapon and just make them 10 times more efficient. And like heal whenever I kill with them, that kind of thing. But dude, I am excited. This is also Fluff's gameplay. We're moving on to Lords of the Fallen stuff.
McFlufferkin said notice Moon Boots has a special ordnance weapon there. That seems to be part of her action skills.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it too. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, we might be playing Tiny Dreads Lady. Tiny Support Lady. I don't really want to play support when I play Borderlands. Although we're definitely going to be playing together probably a lot when the game comes out. So maybe that would be not bad. Even, I don't know many, like even in Borderlands 3, I remember I was playing with Fluff back in the day when you were playing Borderlands 3, sorry. And I think he was playing like some builds that were like useful for like team play, but I don't think it's ever worth it. Like they never have made, besides like Roland's turret, which is quite useful because you just stay by and it heals you or something. I don't know if there's many like support builds that really work, you know, or like are that good, or like worth not just taking damage so that you kill the things that are like just spamming out damage constantly, you know. But yes. And if it is, it should be like a thing that you can spam. Like to me, like if you can phase lock someone, let me do it like 3 times, like have 3 charges, and also like let it have a really low recovery so that you can like go into every fight and have it. That way, it kind of makes sense that like, hey, I'm not like OP. I'm effective at like stunning and providing support value, rather than like you do a support ability and you're on cooldown for like what seems like forever. You know, and you're like, I gotta use this every 40 seconds opposed to just dumping damage, which is usually what you want to do with your ult. So yeah. So hopefully some balanced stuff across the board. But also, this is Lords of the Fallen, which apparently has a hella rework. I did see some videos of people talking about it, how it's just a really cool workaround, like they brought this game back around, that kind of thing. Yeah, as far as the what we were talking about beforehand about Marvel Rivals, man, yeah, that right now, there's so much drama about it. I don't know. To me, I am really curious to see what happens. I'm kind of sad because I have a feeling that, like, Captain America got buffed in the way that I didn't want him to be buffed. I never wanted him to get more health or more survivability. I think he was already really survivable. But now I think there was such a complaining, there's so much shit against that, where, like, I'm sure he's going to get nerfed down. He already got kind of nerfed. He lost his 50% health gain. I think he has a little bit of health still that he gained. But less. But now, like, the thing that I think Cat would love is, like, something else besides just smashing the backline. Like, if he did something where, like he did more damage to tanks, like, just something else besides just that, you know? But I don't know. I feel like I'm missing my golden opportunity to play Cat because I'm just busy in my life right now and I can't play. And I'm missing this golden opportunity where he does feel pretty relentless. Also, what the fuck is that? Also, have you guys noticed that the stream has looked a little bit less fuzzy? So, like, at any point in the stream, have we had the decombustion thing, where, like, sometimes when, like, there's fast movement, it gets all pixelated-y, and then it kind of gets more clear? Have we noticed less of that? Because I've increased the bit rate substantially on my end, as well as we haven't had, like, a single drop frame. So our internet's being good. Because we have a double the upload right now. So our stream quality should be better, but I don't know if it's like only when we see a lot of movement on screen and it's all this weird shit, you know? Crazy says, isn't Rafa the one girl from Tales?
11,234 said, whoever we play, I know will be fucking gaming cool.
Yes. Peak gamer.
McFlufferkin said I went shield and drone for Zane for the most part. It wasn't meta, but I enjoyed it.
You notice the quality rate? Let's fucking go. Let's go, Boyle. I'm happy about it. I'm hoping that means that we can actually use this footage for this stream to edit stuff. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been like playing as much VR as well, is because I know I'm going to have to play it anyway on my time, so I'll rather film it in like all of its beautiful glory, so when I edit it to make a video, I'll be good to go. But now the stream footage might be good enough to where I can...
G-Red said, y'all, finally upgrade your internet lol. How do you convince your family?
I didn't convince what do you call it? My family, we've just been having like really bad internet. Like, so like they're also experiencing that like it just cuts out. So like you're sitting there and you're watching, you know it's hilarious actually. I think a variable of why is my mom, as sweet as she is, what do you call it? Well, she's just great. I don't know why I phrase it like that, but she's amazing. But she's gotten really, 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 really into hockey. And it's hilarious because, like, it's a Canadian thing for sure, but, like, I just have never been super into it. But, like, my mom is, like, the picture-perfect version of like the most hardcore hockey fan you've ever seen in your life, where she's screaming, belting at the top of her lungs in her living room, screaming, get it, come on, get it. And she's like a tiny little Native American woman, just wholesome as hell, just seeing her just belt and get super into it, and her fucking blood pressure must be going off the charts. But anyways, the internet would cut out, and like it would pause her hockey game, and she'd be like, ah. So I feel like she put some pressure on my dad a little bit, who is busy as hell, but found the time to do it, which is really nice. And dude, I can't even describe to you guys how, like, after seeing the experience that my parents had to go through getting better internet, dude, it is like, again, I'm not sure if anyone wants to go through like the logistics of how bad Canada's internet situation is, but the TLDR is like, we're basically like TELUS, the internet provider TELUS, has like a fucking market cap, like share, like I think the deal in Canada was they basically set up the towers, and every tower is through them. So like if you want to be used, you have to go through their towers, or you have to front the insane capital to build your own internet tower, or signal tower, whatever it's called, so that they have like complete market share. And dude, I remember, like, it's funny, I'm learning all this stuff about business right now, which is going really, really good, by the way. But one of the things that they talk about is like when you're just starting out, if you're like a person who has no experience in something, the best thing you can offer to someone else is service. So like the best service ever. So you can like go to your client and be like, hey, I'm going to give you certain privileges. I'm going to try to help you more. I'm going to try to go out of my way to give you what essentially I can provide. I'll think more about the problems you need me to solve. I'll try to solve those particular problems that you give me, those kind of things. And that will help you build out like an actual business that does more than just one thing, solves more than just one problem, makes you a much better deal, makes it so you can sell for a much higher price, that kind of thing. But if you are like the kingpin, you have no competition, you have mass market share, you don't have to fucking do anything. Nothing. You can put all your money in anything else besides like quality of life service. Like helping people make sure they're enjoying your service. If you're the only option, then you do not have to do dick. And honestly, there's not a really good incentive to do anything more, because why not just hoard all that money until a new competitor comes, and then when the new competitor comes, that's when you change. Yes, there'll be some people who are vengeful and annoying or angry, but it's still the optics of it, like the math just checks out that you'd be able to keep the people that you do have by offering a special deal, because most people don't want even the headache of having to switch internet providers, because it's a big ordeal. The person's got to come to your house, you got to set a time. But yeah, the TLDR is holy shit. They canceled on us like 5 times. We were stuck on the phone for like 7 hours, like throughout the course of a week. And they had to like reschedule like 6 times. And when they did come, they barely kind of knew what they were. Well, they did know what they were doing when they finally got here finally. But yeah, it was definitely one of those things where like hearing Lone how talk about how like, yeah, I just phoned up my internet provider and they gave me like double the stuff, and they gave me a stabilizer, and I'm just like, wow, that was not our experience at all. Because I think you're in America, and I think you have like, at least when it comes to internet, really good competition when it comes to that. Whereas in Canada, we have some fucking dickhead makes a deal with one of our head guys, and then they have market share, and it's just a shit show. Story as old as time, unfortunately. But yeah. Also, Crazy says, I haven't played Tales of the Borderlands. I'd say boot America, we destroy them. What you mean?
G-Red said, I fucking hate monopolies.
Yeah, man.
Our ISP is also the service in our area. Fuckers.
Yep, and they just brutalize you. Yeah. It's also hilarious because, like, one of the things that I'm learning about the business thing, which is, it sucks, but it kind of does seem like it kind of comes with the territory, but, like, if people actually knew, which I think a lot of people do, like, to be fair to people, I think they do. I just don't think anyone really thinks about it because it's just a shit sandwich. But, like, if you actually thought about how little something costs someone, like, that's where your brain will just get demoralized, like, big time. Or, like, the idea of, like, surely, like, we're paying $100 for internet. That must take a shit ton of money to upkeep and do. No, Not at all. It takes them like a cent, like 10 cents to give you this service. Yeah, and then argue there's infrastructure they got to build around it. Sure. But like, yeah, like even your Nikes or your phone or whatever, like people think, it's like probably half. Dude, it's like 15%, if that. So then you're thinking, wait a minute, they're making that much in profit? And you're like, yeah, that's insane. Yeah. So that's one of those things where like, and again, I don't know. It's one of those things where like...
Lone Syndicate said, I will say I haven't had trouble with my internet since then.
That's huge. Yeah. But see, this is the issue, Lone. Like, I haven't had an issue yet as well, but like this is the problem where like I feel like you always have to phone every like couple years or something, bitch, or else they'll be like they'll start to like give you less of what you pay for than what you pay for, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? Maybe it's a good idea every year just to see if there's a better deal or something like that. There's usually not, unless you're willing to leave, and then they're like, we'll give you a special like leaving discount or something. But that's what I was gonna say about like how shitty it is to know how like little stuff costs to act, but how much people charge for you. The business justification of that does exist, and it makes sense, like why things have to be priced so much. It doesn't make sense for why things have to be priced so much when it comes to like Nike and stuff like that. But when you're like just starting out, it's much easier for when you're just starting out, you're just trying to like get to a point in which you can make enough profit to where then you can reinvest it back within your business, so they can hire a person to actually do a better job than you, so you have other time to dedicate to like improving your other aspects of your business or finding more like leads to grow your business. So that in that sense, it makes sense of why this costs like $10 to make, and I'm selling it for like $300 or something crazy. When you're just starting out, that makes all the sense in the world because the more profit that you can generate early on, the more profit you can invest more in your other aspects of your business. But when you're already a $1 trillion company, this is the issue. Is like people are like, yeah, but the rules don't change just because I'm a $1 trillion company. It's like they probably should, man. Anyways, yes. That aside. Also, how is the job hunting? I heard some people, I think it was Kat, who was saying that who was job hunting. How did the date go also, or is that a week from now? Also, how was y'all's week? I know y'all told me more or less, but I wasn't able to focus because of good old Oblivion. Which, by the way, man, I will still say, the whole thing around Oblivion has been like a treat to see. I haven't seen a game so universally accepted and loved in a long time. Not to mention that like weird RPG game that people have been playing the shit out of. That's like I don't know what to call it, but like you get a turn, I get a turn, you get a turn, yeah, I get a turn. People have been loving that too. So it's just a real good time to be gamed. Oh, also, you guys see that I know Fluff was telling us this yesterday. I thought he said it was like a chance. I know it was confirmed. But yeah, GTA Online has been delayed. Man, if anyone who's trying to take off work, that's going to be tough. Although, I mean, honestly, there's never been a GTA that's coming on time. It's not gotten delayed into Oblivion, so... but dude, I'm happy. I know it's fucked up, and I know it's not gonna mean they're gonna... Honestly, it'd probably be better for them to release it so that I could get on PC within the following year faster. But, I don't know, man. I think there's just too much shit happening this year. You know what I mean? Like, so much stuff. Like, I'm happy that there's some breathing period. Although I don't know I think there's also a lot of shit coming out next year, so it's not like it's not gonna be busy as hell. But it's nice that we have like a little bit less shit. We got Borderlands coming out this year. That's a big hitter. We also got Doom Eternal coming out this year. That's a big hitter. Yeah, I thought there was a couple other ones. I thought there was 2 other ones that were pretty big. Monopolies fucking suck. Agreed. The only service is this. They booted.
Nori Fetus said it's cause it was shadow dropped. If it was announced and shit, as per usual, it would have had the same BS around
for
it,
sure.
As per usual.
That's like the biggest takeaway that about the Oblivion
Catman
thing.
11,234 said, I'm just going to do what I did last time. Wait until GTA Online releases on PC.
Same.
Pay a guy $5 for $1 billion. Then do the missions I find fun without stress for money.
That's a great way to be.
G-Red
Hopefully it's better balanced.
Expedition 33. I've been watching Fighting Cowboy play it. So far it's fantastic. Love the world, characters, and story. The combat is also probably the standard now for turn-based.
Yeah, turn-based. Yeah, with the quick TEs and shit like that. Yeah. It looked like a game that people have been saying nothing but praise for, which is cool.
McFlufferkin said, Claire Obscure. Expedition 33 is the turn-based RPG from a small 30-person studio, some former Ubisoft devs, and it's a love letter to JRPGs and even FromSoft games with its timed parry system.
Expedition 33 is a turn-based game this year. I don't know about that if BL4 is... I don't know about that if BLF4 is good. What should be? What do you mean? What was that for? Also, to wrap, so we should stay on one topic. we should jump around. It's fine. For me, I'm trying to think of what do you call it for the Oblivion thing. That to me, man, Gnawing nailed it. I think it's like there's such a thing that like we got into the weird cycle of, which I think worked in the past, of like hype, like building up hype for a thing was super important and nice. Maybe it's just because we have so much shit. Like maybe hype is really nice when like there's nothing going on.
Catman
there's too much going on.
11,234 said, I mean, I'm unsure if XB33 will be Game of the Year if Borderlands 4 delivers.
Well, yeah, I think also I'm not sure if it would be. Well, this has been the thing. Like Expedition 33 looks amazing, but like I don't know if it's kind of the way that I felt when PlayStation's game, like the little game, like the jump, whatever it's called, that platformer game won last year. I can't even fucking think of the name. God damn it. That's bad when it's the Game of the Year. That's kind of my point. Is like it's tough. Some people think that like Game of the Year should be for like whatever the best game is. I also think it should be kind of cross-divided with the amount of people who have actually played that game. Maybe that's fucked up to say. Maybe it's not like the arts of it. But like I do think it's weird. Like Expedition 33. I don't know if the turn-based RPG players. I don't know. Maybe there's enough people that are in that domain that would work. I don't know. I do feel maybe it's weird, but I do feel like that should be the case for like maybe like when it comes to Game of the Year, we should kind of get like a little basic about like volume of people who've tried it even and the quality of what you've tried. And then like the awards and shit, like the best sound design, that shit can go to the should honestly go to those like undervalued small teams that are kicking ass, taking names. But yeah, I got what you're saying. I also don't think it would. I would have a feeling it wouldn't win.
McFlufferkin said, "All I can say is DLCs and remasters should not be nominated."
Yeah.
As much as I'm loving Oblivion, it's mostly the same game from 19 years ago.
I think that's also the beauty of it, though. And I think, like, to me, I think like people bring up the fact that like Expedition 15 or 13, sorry, and Oblivion are being talked about right now, and how like they're both a great analogy for like how the AAA or like industry as a whole now has like deviated into utter shit. Caveated with the news breaking that we'll never get a Titanfall 3. It was never even in the works, and instead they had Titanfall extraction shooter in the works that got canceled. Honestly, thank God. Like to me, it's just all like a symptom of like this is the problem. Where at least to me, and maybe I'm just like a jaded old man at this point, but like I really like playing Oblivion. To me, I'm like, yeah, like yeah, man. I remember games being like this, a big fucking open world that's gorgeous. I mean, Oblivion looked always like a little shit. But like the guilds, there's like so much content. Like I'm doing the Dark Brotherhood. We fucking streamed Oblivion this entire week, and I thought made decent ground, but didn't make a fucking dent with it. We did the arena really, and then we did like a little like 30%, if that, of the Dark Brotherhood. And there's still like fucking so much. There's all of the special unique Daedric quests. There's all of the main story. There's all these houses you can build. There's fucking 2 DLCs we didn't even tap into. There's still so many guilds that we haven't touched. Like that, and also it was all for $50, or $10 on Game Pass. I think it's like $18 on Game Pass. Now because they increased the price. But the point to me is that like I hope, especially with Xbox and like Bethesda being the thing, and like also they're looking at Fable a little bit. Like that's the kind of like thing that I like. You know what I mean? Like, and it's weird, but like even if Oblivion didn't look beautiful like it does, but it looked kind of good, like enough. To me, it's the fact that Oblivion lets you do so much cool shit, like make your own spells, have these crazy houses that are available. There's so many quest chains. There's so many like guilds. There's so much like volume of different shit. Also, when you do most of those things, you are rewarded with not fucking just 10% more gold, but actually like here's a unique dagger that's weird and different. Hell yeah! Here's a ring that gives you chameleon or some shit. Here's a cool system with Oblivion gates that we came up with, where you get like a fucking Eye of Sauron as a power up to enchant your weapons, and that's like a chunk of the end game. Like all of this, like the game is beautifully complex.
Towerborn is another Microsoft published game that supposedly just released. Co-op hack and slash brawler sort of thing.
I thought I've seen something. Wait, is this what I had open here? Don't do this to me. Is it? No, this is a different one. This is the one I had open. I just seen it was here, and I thought, what is this? And I just clicked on it. I don't know if it's good. This is the other thing. I don't know what it is. It's called ARC Raiders. I don't know. Looks like a weird game. Let me guess. It's an extraction shooter. Kill me. All I say is the DLC, the remaster, that should not be. Yeah. I know, I agree. Yeah, the remaster stuff is weird. That should not. As much as I'm loving Oblivion. I hope it's just a good message to the industry that it's a good idea to make games that are complex, have more complexity. Hopefully, not just like. Again, we're still.
McFluffican said Arc Raiders from the same devs as the finals.
Oh wow, the finals! Oh no way. Okay, that's huge. I'm really interested now. I fucking loved the finals. Finals was like a really good breath of fresh air. Oh, weird. Okay. Is it a game or is it like a multiplayer thing? It looks like a multiplayer thing. Is it an extraction shooter? Because if it's an extraction shooter, that's a little bit of a buzzkill, dude. I think extraction shooters just have, like, Plague on them right now. That's kind of huge. That's wild. That you could do that. That's insane. Is that his friend piloting that? No, surely not. It's just a thing. Huh. If it's an open world game, or if it's a survival game, then that's huge, but I don't think it is. It's probably a fucking roguelike. Not roguelike, sorry, extraction shooter. I feel like extraction shooters have some bad heat on them. I feel like, bleh.
McFlufferkin said it's a PvPvE extraction shooter.
Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe I shouldn't be that way, but I've talked to you guys about this beforehand, but I just feel so like the trends that gaming community has gone with Battle Royale, I have no interest in Battle Royale. I have no interest in extraction shooters. I kind of have some interest in, like, roguelikes. I just feel like they're kind of cheap. Like, eventually I get sick of them because it's like, what can you do? You know, eventually, what? What? That's a hell of a good strat. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's why to me I'm so hyped with Oblivion, and I'm enjoying it so much, is because it is like, hey, this is my kind of game, gang. That and Borderlands, honestly. Looter shooters and probably RPGs are my favorite kind of games across the board. Yeah. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, let us jump in to some React. Although, thank you so much for providing the fluff. Thank you so much for providing the gameplay fluff. Thank you for providing the fluff is a weird statement. Alrighty.
Raidnade said, Brew, I'm so tired of all these extraction shooters. Like, can we do something
Preach.
else, please?
Yes, I agree, man. That's why I think, like...
McFlufferkin said, meanwhile, the next two FromSoft games are both a co-op battle royale and a PvPvE extraction Bloodborne.
That's gonna...
Miyazaki really likes Tarkov, apparently.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing. That's gonna be the, like... honestly, the golden child for the industry for such a long time has been FromSoft. Like, we're like, even if they do shit that's kind of like a bit, they honestly just don't do shit that's really like sussy, honestly. But this is the first time where, like, I wonder if they're gonna get some feedback that's like, yeah, you guys, like, especially Bloodborne and like...
Lone Syndicate said, I enjoy battle royales when they were at their prime, and I can get into extraction shooters, then I can play anything and have fun.
Yeah, you're better about that than me. I definitely find myself being very, I don't know. I just feel like I feel a little hollow sometimes when playing. Like, again, I need investment. I think that's the best way, like, to just... That's why, like to me, if I could have one game style, maybe if I could improve it a little bit, but I could have, like, iterations on this type of format, I would love games that are like Power World. Power World to me is like my magnum opus of a game that I almost like. It's so perfect for me that I want to wait to play it because it's kind of like something I want to just bite into like a ravenous animal whenever I go to play it. The only thing that I would like to improve upon...
G-Red said, I love FromSoft, but I am not playing their next two games. They do not offer the reason I play their games.
Yeah, it's a good message to send, to kind of be like, hey guys, just because we love you doesn't mean you can do anything that you want to us. But yeah, what do you call it? Power World to me, like, it doesn't have all of the RPG things. It's still missing like a skill tree, which I would love if they added that. They have like kind of like
McFlufferkin said the industry just latches onto the whatever is the hot flavor of the moment. The problem is they take so long to make that the audiences get tired of the oversaturation. Concord, a prime example.
But that's the thing that's also like the best way to describe it, Fluff, because like I think the reason why they take so long is also a misplaced by them. Like I think like they're like, we're gonna make the most, like Concord had the most beautiful graphics ever. like beautiful character detail, design, etc. Character design terrible. The quality of like the textures and all that shit, and the map design and all that shit. There were like good points to Concord, especially like when it comes to that. But no one gives a fuck about how high quality some skin texture is, man. Yeah, like it drives me nuts. Like at best, people like lighting. Like
Lone Syndicate said, "I'm a look into FromSoft next to game. They sound interesting."
Lowe's gonna get into it. Yeah, I think it will find its market because I do think it makes sense. I just don't think it's gonna be. I don't think there's as much crossover as you'd think. But yeah. Coffee's so good. My favorite thing on the planet. Oh, I heard about. I seen this. Okay, let's watch this one.
Okay.
This is the OG of if you want to bulk out your forearms like a crazy person. I didn't learn from this guy. I learned from a Russian guy who's in a tiny house showing a big old box of rice. And you basically just sit there and knead your hands in. But you get some crazy forearms. I don't really want to get giant forearms because I feel like it would look like my hand's a knife. Like it would just be, this is bulked out, and then I have just like a dagger hand like the fucking Terminator movie. You know what I mean? The guy
McFlufferkin
morphs
said
into a
Night Train for the co-op
blade.
Battle Royale, and Duskbloods for the Extraction Bloodborne. Latter is a Switch 2 exclusive.
What? Is Dustborn an Extraction Bloodborne? Well, I think that's the biggest issue that's what I was going to say about FromSoft. FromSoft is like known for being like super different, like trying shit. Like Bloodborne was, yes, it was like a refined version of the Souls, but same thing as Elden Ring. Like they're really good about being like, hey, let's just shoot in this direction, but they still keep like in essence what makes their games. And maybe they'll do the same with the battle royale genre. And people talk about this where like it's just good business. Where like you could fund 1,000. What is it called? Expedition 13, whatever it's called, or 33. But all you need is one insert live service game, and you'll make bazillion time
Lone
X
Syndicate
the money.
said Switch 2 exclusive. What the fuck?
Oh, is it Switch 2 exclusive? That's crazy. I didn't sink into my head.
Okay, trying rice bucket training. Like 25 pounds. At first I was like, I'll just use a smaller one to save money. But I think you need a little bit more weight for resistance. 20 pounds can last you a while.
That's, in the video I seen, I don't think you needed that much volume.
Okay, here we
That's
go.
a lot of rice.
Long-standing way to train your grip, wrists, and forearms. First, we'll try the yayas. Okay, really digging in like this.
Okay.
I would time myself and do it for minutes. It's gentle, but a good workout and feels natural. Then reverse yayas. Really going in and opening.
I would wash the
deeper
rice.
is harder.
I don't want to get all kicked up in white powder.
Which might be good for this. Higher if you want it gentler. You'll learn to build a good rhythm. I feel like I'm working. I think the wrist ones will really.
Yeah, this is the one that people. This is the one I know. You just dig your hands in there and you start churning your wrists like this, which just feels like also you'll get carpal tunnel like crazy. But yeah.
Inwards first, then outwards. Man, it feels primal. This one's actually the hardest one.
Yeah.
Yet. Maybe I need to train my wrists. But you can really get the blood flowing and a pump going. And you can go really deep if you want it even harder. I'd say take it seriously and work
McFlufferkin
up some
said
higher
technically
volume.
Nitron is a co-op roguelike with a zone that closes in, which makes it like a battle royal. But yes, Sony sat on the Bloodborne IP for too long. Nintendo's monkey's paw curled.
Oh, so no, I see Nintendo. I didn't even think. Oh, I see. So it's Nintendo that's making like a blood
Lone
version.
Syndicate said I would never do this because all I could think about is damn what a waste
What
of
a waste
food.
of food. I mean, you could eat it. You're not wasting the food. You can still eat the food afterwards. It's just your hands in it. You gotta wash rice anyway. You gotta cook it to a certain temperature to kill all parasites in it or bacteria.
Man, this feels great. Have a beautiful day.
Yes, this guy's done a lot of videos, which I think I enjoy some of the ones I see. I might just be an untrusting bastard, but I get just the slightest skim of grift, just a little bit of grifty, just a tiny bit of like green tea will cure cancer, just a little tiny bit of that. It could just be me, just being a dickhead, untrusting bastard, all that. But I do subscribe to this. This is a good by Cap. I do think that is good if you want to build forearm strength. And yes, we did watch that one I think from Lone, the Yandere Psycho lady. Are these embedded, Lone, or is my thing just sucks? I'll open up a bunch, but I don't know if it's embedded in that thing yet, but we'll see. This, I really just need to make a fucking Instagram. I just can't be bothered. I hate Instagram so much. The fact that it also doesn't let me use it without having an account makes me hate it more. You know what I mean? Like it's like a self-preceding prophecy of like, I hate you. Why do you do this to me? Like if it gave me like, you can watch some of it, I might do it.
It's a different one.
It's a different one. Oh, it's a different one. Oh, I see. Okay, we'll open that one. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Opening up a handful. Lona, I might have skipped some accidentally because it's hard to keep track going back and forth between two things. Forgive me. Repost gang, loan, all that stuff. All right. Let's do the POV one. Oh, wait. You gave a thing. We'll save those ones. We'll watch these first lot without the subtext. What do we got? It's silent. Shit.
We don't judge. Extreme version.
We don't judge extreme version.
Locked your phone with your fingerprint.
McFlufferkin said I've shared a method to embed Instagram posts into Discord, but I forget exactly how to do it.
Oh, okay.
You slept. Don't worry. I only looked at the messages from girls and deleted
There was
them.
none. There was none. We're fine. We're clear, boys. Whew. Thought we were in trouble there.
You don't need anyone else. Not when you have.
This is the funny thing, man. I think half of these, it's so how many just lonely ass dudes get a psychotic, clingy girlfriend, but because you're so fucking alone, you cover it. You don't even set off any fucking flags. Okay, you have no female friends, you have nothing, and you just somehow your whole life don't realize, and you're married with kids, and some girl looks at you and you get fucking scolded or some shit 10 years later. Anyways.
We listen and we don't judge.
Okay, we listen and we don't judge. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot of that. Is this another one? Shit.
Judge. I saw you smile at someone today. It was a girl.
McFlufferkin said I'm glad I don't get phased by parasocialism.
Parasocialism? Yes. I was going to say, a girl, what do you call it? A person looks at you. Are we going to get fucked up by this? I feel like this is a big red flag. If you can't be happy around other people, you gotta be angry at people. This is some toxic behavior.
I watched from across the street. I memorized her face. And she won't bother you again.
This is too much. This is where it sets off my big O cringe alarm where I start to feel repulsed. Well, it's cringe, I guess is the way you can phrase it.
We listen and we don't.
We listen and we don't judge. Is this what? Okay, this is where you're gonna want to kill yourself. Watch this. Person says you picked chains for me. Oh my god, thank you, dude. It's you know what makes you want to just eat a bullet like you would not believe. If you ever go, I remember I watched this YouTube video of a person react to like thirst trap nonsense, but like for like dudes or something. Like it was seeing how because it was a try not to cringe challenge video. So he's watching like TikToks that are like that side of the equation, but it's so fucking awful if you look at like the comments of these like dudes thirst trapping what essentially is probably like teen girls. Super fucking red flag. But holy shit, is it just like the most disgusting, like, oh, everyone's degenerate, like, and also the fucked up thing is I know this. I went to school. I hanged out with people who were when I was like in the 5th grade who had a social media account or should absolutely not have, and we're just out here wilding. I know people who were like super young dating like 20-year-old dudes, skater dudes who are hanging out at the skate park, which is a fucking red flag. But what am I gonna do? It's not my life to fucking fix. Okay, anyways. It's crazy shit. Kids are crazy. All right. What does this guy say? Will be with me in the room. I want to be alone. What? Wrong. Haven't smiled since my best friend. Okay, fucking wow, man. Why are you trauma dumping in this lady's comments? That was my mom. What? I need a yandere so bad. What?
I love how you try to argue with me. It's adorable. But sometimes I get upset. And when I get upset, I speak German. Ist dein Schnitzel. Sonst kriegst du.
I know what she's saying. I feel like it's gonna be a fine tick. Or some sort of weird habit.
We listen and
we listen, we don't judge. Gotcha. Okay, so she just starts going crazy. Yeah, that's insane. The guy in the I'm sorry, I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. I apologize. It's a really bad habit. But a dude just said in the fucking comments something. I gotta stop. It's a really bad habit. Okay, the dude was saying how like that's how I lost my friend to suicide. I'm just like, whoa, man. Why do you bring this here? It is not associated with that thing. It is just a bad reflex of this is not the place to talk about this. Anyways. Lode says, be sure to read.
McFluffington
Yeah,
said,
I haven't got to that.
essentially says German slang for small PP.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, that's sad. That's rough. Let me tell you, guys. If anybody ever tells you in Portuguese you have a picha, it's a fucking insult, okay? It means child dong, essentially. Not good. Tiny, small pecker. Yes, I think it's... Oh, what is it called? The big one is called, like, toba or something like that. Listen, when you're a Portuguese grandma, bathing or something like that, she throws it around once you're a tiny child. Okay. You're like, damn, grandma, my fucking self-esteem, please. Did this one had a thing, Lone? I only caught a couple of these. Did you? Okay, you did. But see, it's kind of hard for me because I have to open them, and then I have to find my way back, so sometimes I lose them. That's why I was going to start reading them here where I could, like, see them that they're a little more sequenced, because some of them don't have the words, and some of them do. So that's why I'm kind of fucking up. It's not because I'm trying to. It's just because of the... feeling it up. Although I do appreciate everyone who puts text in there. It really helps, and I'm sorry I sometimes ignore it. Not ignore it. I just get caught up in the moment, and I don't think. Kat says, old high school buddy would always say, I don't think I'd be competing for dates with the teachers. What? I don't think I'd be competing for dates with the teacher. Oh, yuck. Ew. Oh, no, Kat. Yeah, that's cursed ass shit. I never had that. I never had it that close to the abyss. I only had it as like, you telling me, dude, the amount of... guys, just let me vent for a little bit. I was sitting at a table full of ladies. I've always had a bunch of female friends, but this was where it all kind of came to like a wow, this is people are crazy out here.
Lone Syndicate said it doesn't help that some of the links don't show a preview of the post.
Oh, it doesn't? So yeah, that's okay. So that's probably also a thing. I was gonna say, there was a time when I was sitting in high school, etc., and I was surrounded by my female friends, etc., and they're dishing the talk, and I'm just there eating my lunch like a good old boy, and what do you call it? They start talking about how like everyone is kind of attracted to their cousin and stuff. Like most people have an experience like where they make it with their cousin or something like that, and I'm just sitting there like eating my tiny sandwich like what? What the fuck? What do you mean? And all of them were like, yeah, my cousin's hot and shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Is this Alabama? Well, honestly, our school is kind of in the sticks a little bit. But anyways, yeah, it was one of those things where you're like, this is a weird thing to learn about people. That, you know, although it's weird, but the fucked up logic behind, like, not logic, the fucked up like what's it called? Like the data fuckiness of your brain is that they actually did like studies on this, which is weird. But yeah, it basically, if you like the first, how do I put it? Like, I think it's like the first 2 years of when your baby is your baby and you're interacting with that child, it releases chemicals within your like brothers and your mother and your father that release this thing of like disgust, like this rampant disgust for anything that's like that. But if you get separated, then that chemical
Lone
never
Syndicate
settles.
Said, whoa,
Yeah.
Whoa, this relates back to the reel I sent the other time, the whole 20k to kiss your cousin reel.
Yeah. I just thought it was like a universal thing of like, yeah, but it's wrong. So to be like, hear people
Flufferkin
openly
said,
talk
"Found
about it.
Just add GG before Instagram in the addresses, and they should embed properly."
Oh, okay. Okay, hear that, Lone? Put GG or whatever that means. Oh, I pinched my throat. All right, what's this called? Bro literally said, get that weak shit out of my face. I think this is copyright. I can't show it. Sorry. The music, at least. And he just hammers you to the ground. Yeah, that sucks. Dude, there's some of these that go so hard where people like make like badass collages where it probably takes them 1,000 times to get like the right sequence. And it just looks so stylish every time they kill people. It's wild. We got another one from Yandere Lady.
Perfect girlfriend.
What?
Okay, I need to ask. Are you all completely colorblind people? She's literally glowing
Lone
red.
Syndicate said I did put GG though.
Oh, you did put GG and it still didn't work? Dang.
Red flag? Ringing any bells?
But darling.
Agreed. I vibe with the white one. That's a little okay. It sounded a little rough, but anyways.
Red is the color of passion.
No, red is the color of danger. Also fire. Also blood. Coincidence? I think not.
I just want to make you feel safe and completely emotionally dependent.
Oh, how comforting. Like a hug from
Zeron
a
the
Venus
gamer
flight
said hi Grin.
Hello, Zeron. You've come in at a weird time. We're reacting to memes and shit that people want me to see.
I can talk to you in German. Ich habe dein Lieblingsessen gekocht, dein Handy geladen,
Oh, I wish Bolty was here. Bolty, I think, knows how to speak German. I wish you could decipher this for us.
deinen Browserverlauf gelesen. Ich weiß jetzt alles.
Does someone translate?
He's bilingual and terrifying. Can we uninstall her?
The high-pitched voice on the other person, a little rough. My throat. Okay. Yes, we've gotten enough of it. I like that. I thought that was fun. That one was good. I like that one because it wasn't like a. It didn't set off my cringe alert too much. It was fun. Like the white one balanced it out with like, this is a fucking weird thing, you know. And it's kind of nice to it makes it like less real. I know who this is. Ish. I've seen some clips with Vey or whatever her other name is. The one who's like a weird fucking not VTuber, VR chat, like schizo jump around shit. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I was like,
Here?
Billion. That's it.
We're having the worst time.
Wanna do drugs?
Do you want to do what? Philiana, what the heck? Philiana.
What?
It is crazy that there's like, again, guys, the Western world is not is okay. What do you call? Well, I don't know what this is actually. It's the Japanese world maybe, because there's so many little clips that talk about them doing innuendo nonsense, sexualized stuff. But the minute it gets on drugs, that honestly might be an analogy for how the Japanese people see things. Where like sexual stuff, easy breezy. Drugs, get death to you, cut you out of family line.
Guys,
No,
She gonna get slippered.
Guys, pretend like I'm not here.
which one of you chatters did this to her?
Pretend like I'm not here. Pretend like I'm not here. Do not sell me out.
I will be there.
McFlufferkin said she broke out the chancla. Run, Fillion, run while
The
you
damn
can.
shoe.
Split. Scatter. What the heck? Philiana, I saw your Discord status and I messaged you on Discord. What is it that you've been doing with your chat?
Nothing. She messaged me on Discord.
I messaged you on Discord. What was that about 50% of marriages
What?
ending in what?
Does that mean ending? Ending in the sense of like it, like you say no and it ends, or ending and you do it and it just eviscerates? I don't know.
Do we need to have a chat about the birds and the bees, Philiana?
Do we need to have a discussion about the birds and the bees, Philiana?
Zeron, the gamer,
that
said,
was-
speaking, can someone give me the context to the most recent VTuber drama?
I don't have any. I don't have nothing.
34 said, God, this brings me back to school. Girls in the lunchroom arguing while eating hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
That was an interesting status that you put on your Discord. It was her mods. So now I know
Lone
who this
Syndicate
chocolate's
said the
for.
full post said ending in tender anal love.
Oh, that would have said ending in tender. How did it? Why is it the ending?
Oh no. Interesting. Okay. So, next stream, what we'll do is we'll get all of Philiana's mods, line them up, and I'll give them all a spanking.
All right. Well, that's a real. Yeah. Free. Yeah. I'm still sick. My throat. I thought I was doing better. I'm doing worse now. Man. Well, yeah, so I've seen this character around, the mom I think she is a mom. But yeah.
Mods, I'm sorry.
I never thought she would adopt horny VTuber nonsense. Well, who would have thought, honestly? Or granted, I think she... Anyways, get after it. Very cute, very wholesome, all that. This is the longest fucking Instagram reel or whatever I've
McFlufferkin
seen.
said Cinder and her manager boyfriend have been backstabbing and blackmailing friends for 3 to 5 years. Tried to monopolize a VTuber artist and overall scummy people.
That's a good way to put it. I didn't really pay attention. That's why I say I can't contribute. Guys, every now and again, your boy gets in the trenches and just starts soaking up all the drama, etc. You know, I'm not above trash TV, all right? I watch anime. But I am also sometimes like, buddy, I can't. I can't care about these people. I also think that most people are probably, like, most people have given power or success turn into dicks, just real bastards. I would not assume that I'm not one of them. I would assume I probably subject to the same bullshit. I may not win those battles of demons in your brain and all that shit. Doesn't mean you're giving them a pass. It just means that, like, it means I can, like, forgive them in a sense of, like, I don't need to care about this. You know what I mean? The people who are affected, absolutely give a shit. Fucking burn every bridge. I don't care. Fuck shit up. But for me, again, and I will say there will be times where I get in the trenches. So this is not a judgment on anyone who is interested in the drama.
McFlufferkin said, to paraphrase her words in non-apology, it's just business.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's scummy. You know what's hilarious? I have absorbed this drama through purely well-created thumbnails. I have got the whole loop just based on that. All I see is, like, Shy Lily. Her things say, like, this is a bad apology, or like, not an apology, venting, all the thing. And I get the whole vibe. Like, you just saying that one abbreviation, I was like, all of it lined into place.
You boys, I failed. I gotta give you guys up. I gotta do what I gotta do to keep breathing.
Do they have to be?
Oh, no. How could you do this to us, Fillion? You Peter, I can't even believe you. When? All right. This is the first words we've read. When your defense level is non-existent. This is the first one we're reading. Get away from me.
Lone Syndicate said, oh, wait, I think I've seen that.
You've seen what? To preface the business? Yes, the business thing. Which is, I've never, this is what everyone says about the VTuber drama. I've never seen a fall from, right? I wouldn't say Grace. I've never really kept up with her, but I just know she has, like, successful on what's it called? Goddamn, yeah. Just all of that. I don't know. She's like, she has her own GamerSubs flavor, all that shit. So just to have it really blow up in her face is a real whole thing.
Horrendous display of
Ooh,
defense I have ever seen.
Head kick.
In my entirety of living,
I mean, there's not a lot of force on that, but still, a head kick's a head kick.
Blocking the kick after the first or second, maybe the third. But
I mean, she's taking them like crazy. I will say she has a fucking massive leg advantage. Also, she's hitting right for the coochie.
10 seconds into the match and you done already took more kicks than she got told. Listen to me, it's not like she not telegraphing. But the way she kicking your ass, it look like she calling spots in the ring. Look, fake low, I'm gonna kick you high. Whack him, flap him.
I will say, I'm not sure. I mean, they do have some, you can see your face getting swollen up. So there are ones that have some oomph, but damn.
McFlufferkin said, this is the biggest indie VTuber drama that I'm aware of.
Oh, is she indie?
Usually the bad blood is thanks to black company co-corporations and agencies.
Yeah. Also, it's like one thing. Like, I don't know the level. Like, again, this is also why I don't want to get into it, because like I don't want to know more stuff about it. But at the same time, I have a natural inclination to be curious. I wonder, like, how irreprehensible is it? You know, like that's the only thing I'm curious about. Because like in my head, like, is this something where like she is now marked as like a monstrous human being, or is she a person that just like is selfish? Has a real big ego and has made a shit ton of mistakes. You know, like there's a variable of like, yeah, you get caught up in your own shit. It doesn't excuse anything. It doesn't make her like not the biggest dickhead in the planet. It just, to me, sometimes people react as if like you just killed their whole family. And you're like, guys, like it's bad, but like I don't know if it's the like death threat, fucking be apeshit pissed kind of bad. You know, maybe. But yeah, even if it is, if something is like that, probably best not to keep that in your soul. Like, just walk away. You tell this person's like, write this person off, block them forever. You know, and whenever someone tells you how would you think about them, be like, I don't like them because of these reasons specifically. 12 surviving 12 head kicks is wild. Also, she is not fucking phased. Man, I really hope this does end with her just bombing into her, like just a hopeful hit and just knocking her out. Just because she is, it's just, yeah, I hate to see a fight this, yeah.
The way she play defense. Come here, let me kick you in the face again. You like playing defense with your face, don't you?
The fact that she looks so pretty also. She got her nice little bun. She's got the dreads that make her look angry.
Probably giving her
look at these thick thighs. I'm sorry.
Look at this, dodge the kick.
Why is she doing anything? I think this is the meme where she's just like, what the fuck is happening? Just do something. Also, man, oh my god, my stomach turns every time I see like women the after fight where like the faces are just swollen up.
Dodge the kick. What?
Maybe she's just also dazed like a motherfucker. You know, like I don't know.
Yeah. Bro, she is Kangaroo Pam.
She must be getting tired. Just from bombing into her hand. What's that stupid fucking meme where it's just like, I think it's like a Family Guy meme or some shit where like he's just getting the shit slapped, like beat the fuck out of him, and he's just like, no, he's getting tired, and actually he's just like beating him to death. It's just like, what? Like, no, you're just taking damage. What are you talking about?
Kangaroo pouncing around. Look, feet, just feet, all feet, just feet. You wouldn't even been able to bribe me to stay around for the arm raise. I don't know why she ain't gone.
That's brutal. That was I feel like eventually, like, she just did enough damage where she was, like, already, like, won. I thought the only hope she had was just driving into her. I don't know, maybe that's not the sport. Maybe it wouldn't allow you just to, like, bomb, and maybe that would be, like, where you could get knocked out, and that's where she didn't want, but so much. The cat says, deserves since she didn't realize that the tell 7th time around, gotta learn on the fly. I mean, I feel like eventually you just gotta try something. Like, that's my thought. Like, when you get hit 7 times, your fucking vision's getting blurry and shit.
Lone Syndicate said, I'll say after the free kick, if you ain't to block him, not taking the fight serious, nor am I changing my strategy.
That's fair. Don't you a hip get tired?
McFlufferkin said she's been scheming behind the scenes from the beginning of the VTuber.
Oh, wow.
Boom. She's canceled other VTubers' birthday models and booked events to detract from others that were planned months prior.
Okay, so she's always had, like, really just, like, malicious and evil behavior, it seems like. It's still really, what do you call it? Yeah, again, it sounds weird, but, like, to me, I don't know what the way to phrase it is, but, like, I would hope that I don't want to try to build up a person to be an evil monster, because it just makes them, like, unattainable. Like, there's nothing to learn from besides, like, yeah, it's a serial killer who just killed kids. Like, I have no idea how to even get into the headspace of this. It's so dystopian and fucked up. Whereas if it's like, oh, this is a person that got so obsessed with power and growth and was willing to take that at the expense of all these other people that were rooting for them even, what's the lesson in that? Well, don't be that way. Try to be a person that tries to build people up and all that kind of stuff. If you ever got to that position in your life, remember that, you know, that's something that a human being that is just like you fell to, essentially. So don't take that as like, oh, I certainly won't have that happen to me. Be ready for when that demon arises. You know what I mean? That kind of essence. But it's a shame to hear that she did so much of that for other people, to other people. It's also a beautiful thing that so many people still rose above despite all of her probably efforts. If there is a silver lining in that, probably not a big one, but yeah, best we can do. Last one. Actually, we watched a bunch of loans. Let's watch one meme, and then yes, well, okay, then we'll end on this. Sorry. Let's see. All right, which panel are you choose? Ooh, this is fun. I quite like this. We're gonna choose panel A. Love high school girlfriend.
McFlufferkin said coincidentally there was a Neurosama video uploaded the day before things came to light, and Cinder casually stated she's married to her job, which speaks volumes of what she cares about.
Eesh, yeah, big yikes. Big yikes. All right, which one? Plan A. Thick as hell. Age blank. Why do we not get to see the age, bro? Plan A. Lover high school. High school, so probably, let's say 18, for love of God, please. Plan B. Girlfriend's Plan B would be someone's, yep. Plan C is a problem. Is a problem. Girlfriend's cute, funny grandma. Of course it is. 44 years of old age. Of course it is. Good. This is a loss regardless, gang. You got fucking 20 years and then she becomes a hermit? Nasty, like, fucking... We're all headed that way, but at least with the Plan B gang, you get the maturity. She's also probably got the experience.
McFlufferkin said, how the hell is the grandma 14 years older than the mother?
Because Japanese nonsense. Also, this is the other thing you guys don't notice, okay? Heart here below the waist hasn't in a long time. Anyways, I'm a B-man personally. B-man, honestly, I'm not sure if I'd go with mother. I'd go with like an older-ish lady, sub 27 probably. Anyways, What is this? Plan B, Bratty High School. Definitely not Plan B, gang. God damn it. Sure. Why is she sticking her tongue? Anyway. Damn. I'm so sick of fucking having a cold.
Lone Syndicate said MILF check.
MILF check. All right. Plan E. Oh, there's more options. Okay, this is all tally.
11,234 said, wait, second cousin. Like it's my second cousin. The hell LMAO.
Plan E, second cousin, seemingly fierce mother. Does this mean she rips ass? Or is this her ass clap? I don't know. If it wasn't cousin, I would go with that one. C, or E, sorry. Plan F, second cousin, cheerful. Why are we incesting all the? What is what's going on? The only one that's not creepo is the other one. Second cousin, cheerful, playful grandmother. See, this one is a little bit more reasonable. You still don't got that much. You still don't got that much time with the person to spend time with and have a good life. So yeah, what is this? I'm a G boy. I'm a Plan G. I don't even need to look. I'm a Plan G. G forever, unless the age is gotta be some fucking illegal age. But we're a G person here. Plan G, tomboy high school childhood friend. Gang, I have never been more of a G. Okay. Plan H, childhood a friend short stack mud. This is cat. This is 100% cat. Plan
Catman 11,234 said yay, but Plan G needs some reduction surgery, good lord.
It is excessive, but where do you think that muscle comes from?
The grandma is 12 years older than the mother. Good lord, can these people do math?
What do you call it? Plan I? We're at childhood friend's cool grandmother. I'm a Plan G boy. All right, even if it was like flat chest, I'm a still Plan G boy. Anyways. What do you guys? There's honestly, be careful. I don't want to, yes, this is a lot of red flags here, gang. Just, a lot of, honestly, there's only like 6 that aren't the worst, which is this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Right? Yeah, it's fine. Friend's sick mother. Why is she sick? Yeah, but Plan G needs for sure. Nah, Grin. I'm still a cute and funny grandma, but only because
Lone
grandma's
Syndicate said
by
I
45
could
years
Plan
old.
B or G, and depending on how adventure I am feeling, I could do Plan I as well.
You said Plan B and Plan G. Where's G? I'm about to say, if anyone says no to G, you were wildin'. What is not to be? Lock the fucking the short hairstyle, guys. The fucking good build. She's gonna be healthy for the whole lifetime, probably. All that stuff and the excess, honestly, in the chest is just
McFlufferkin said this is some ass backwards Hadada logic,
it absolutely is,
and it somehow makes me thankful I'm a furry and not a weeb.
100%. This is the furry equivalent of the weeb nonsense. Okay. With that being said, though, Fluff, if you had to pick one, which one would it be? Now we got to start winding down. My cough is coming back. Oh my God! All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a fucking banger of a stream. Had a great time. Once again, my favorite streams usually. Well, I like all the streams, but I do like these a lot. This is fun. The memes, the questions, we all have to throw our input in there. We all can goof. We can also laugh at the cursed nature of internet in general. But, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this was great. I had a great time. Red says B. Red is a B person. B is solid. He's a good choice.
Said I'm turning 34 this year, so I'll take any closer to my age or above.
Your options are B, unfortunately, Plan H, and then Plan I, which is your childhood friend's cool grandma. I see. That makes sense. That actually adds up. Red is with me on Plan B. The middle game makes sense, guys, but the issue is that you're that you're basically I want more time with the person that's fun to hang out with.
11,234 said Plan C will need some Plan B when I done.
Plan C will need some Plan B.
Lone Syndicate said wonderful stream.
Thanks, guys. I gotta lock in for a minute here. Oh, I just fucking tweaked my hip. I fought apart right on live. What did Bolshy say? Not gonna lie, E is my life. What is E? E is this one? Second cousin, seemingly fierce mother. I guess this one's okay. Wait, no. Second cousin. That's still your fucking auntie. Never mind. That's not okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for putting up with this absolutely downright scuffed week. It was impromptu. I never gave you a heads up. We got a surprise drop of Oblivion. I had a blast playing it with you guys. I even held off playing it so that we could play it together, and a lot of you guys did. You guys helped me out as well.
McFluffican said Plan C has personality and a healthy spine by comparison. I'll take the cute and funny cougar.
Plan C, yeah. But yes, I was gonna say, sorry, I would really appreciate you guys putting out with me being sick for this much. 90% of the stream was me coughing, sounding like a dying animal, and just been wrecked. And I'm really hoping that by Monday I can get back to being a human and exercise, because my body is gonna fucking snap in half. Anyways, but yes, also, we'll probably be doing, same thing next week, like Thursday, Friday, or we'll probably do a hangout on Thursday, Friday, Saturday will be, us playing Oblivion, probably, and then I'll kind of play it by ear, because I don't know if Doom Dark Age comes out, on like a Tuesday, or if it comes out like on a Friday. If it comes out on a Friday, that's perfect. Then we can kind of play it by ear, given how much we want to maybe go a whole week by the end of Saturday, if it does come out at that time. But, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I cannot wait to see you next Thursday. Get after it. Have fun. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Let me quickly burn through some stuff. I've heard referring to herself as cute, funny. I heard this meme. It's some sort of context statement I missed. Can't all women be cute and funny? It's in their personality. Yeah, I guess it's a visual element and like the optics of like how much
Lone
happiness do I have over the
Doom
custom.
comes out on a Thursday.
Okay, it's perfect. That's perfect. Is it next week's Thursday? Or not next week? It would be next, or it would be next week's Thursday. All right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye. I was doing so good. I was doing so good until the last bit there. Whew.